Yo, we're gonna have a conversation today. It's Pastor 40, Pastor Earth God. We're gonna have a conversation today about Christian nationalism and its influence in the Seven Mountain Mandate and how they're trying to pretty much destroy democracy under Christian ideology. The sad thing is a lot of people are going to fall for this. A lot of people are going to fall for this. This is the reason why I'm going to invest in reading the books and taking the time to educate the public as much as I can. As many people that will listen. Gabe, what up? What up, Gabe? Yeah, I got to bring the content back, man. We on Halloween. It's Halloween and the devil is out. So I thought I'd just come with some Christian nationalism, the devil that you did not think was in your back door, right? You got these Nick Fluentez's, these Charlie Kirk. See, I'm gonna give y'all that trolling content, but I'm also gonna give y'all that intellectual, knowledgeable, political, real content that you need. You know, the devil, right? And there's something called the Seven Mountain Mandate, and that is where Christian nationalism thinks that it Christian nationalism believes that it should have control over the seven mountains that the devil resides on. And they believe that the devil resides on the mountain, the seven mountains, right? What up, Mella? What up, Mella? They believe that the devil resides on seven mountains: the education mountain, the government mountain, the religion mountain, the family mountain. Get in there and make me a sandwich and have some kids mountain, the business mountain, the media mountain, and the entertainment mountain. You might think that media is entertainment, but it's not. Not all media is entertainment, right? These Christians, these fake Christians that are really devils, Halloween, ghoul faced, nasty devils, looking to use Christianity and plant your heart to take over this country. Right? Let's read a little bit of this. Right? The plan to Christianize America began 50 years ago with a vision from God, or so the legend goes. There's a guy named Bill Bright. Bill Bright was an old man. He was the founder of a college campus evangelism organization, right? So what Charlie Kirk was doing was nothing new. Charlie Kirk was taught the Seven Mountain Mandates by Bill Bright. There's a bunch to because there is a bunch to be discovered about Christianity, Melon. But Bill Bright, the founder of a college campus evangelism organization, had just landed in Colorado in August 1975 to participate in an event in Boulder. But something planted deep in his spirit had made Bright desperate to talk to Lauren Cunningham. Remember Lauren Cunningham and Bill Bright, a founder of another youth oriented evangelism organization who was on vacation in Colorado. So now, What up, Joey? What up, Joey? So now the targeting of little children in church is out of line, dog. The indoctrination of children in church is out of line, dog. They say if you train a child up in the right way, it won't go the wrong way. I don't know if that's true. I've seen a lot of these evangelical children go south. I was an evangelical child, and I'm up here trolling with y'all on the internet, wilding. Then went south. Hmm. But see, let's get into it. The vision from God that Bright had brought for Cunningham was typed was a typed list of 7 influential areas of culture. If Christians could win these 7 areas for Christ, Bright said, the nation could be set right and return to its biblical origins. It would take a massive spiritual warfare, but ending the demonic control of these areas would have immense impact for the kingdom of God. Again, he says it would take massive spiritual warfare. Come on, dog. When they shot Charlie Kirk in the neck, that caused this country. What up, cynical? What up, cynical? That caused this country to experience massive spiritual warfare. The using of the using of God to create spiritual warfare to turn the hearts and souls and minds of millions of people. This is what Christian nationalism, Christian Marxism is actually going to end up being. This is crazy, right? This old man met a young girl in Colorado that was. Mm-mm-mm. This old man met a young girl out in Colorado and gave her the Christian nationalism. The problem was that God placed Cunningham on a mountain top near Durango on the other side of the state with no way to communicate. The man had to pick up Bright at the airport, said he could get the two together. Someone got together Someone got through to a ranger station in Durango, and then from there, someone on horseback found Cunningham's remote location. The man took Cunningham to a borrowed plane, which flew Cunningham to meet the man who had the urgent message from God. So they out here flying all over the world. What up, Deacon Dave? Drink that water, y'all. So he done met this young girl out in Colorado and told this young girl from Colorado, Lauren Cunningham. Lauren Cunningham was young. Bill Bright was an old man. And if you look at the Trump cabinet right now, it's a bunch of old men married to super young women. And there ain't nothing wrong with it, but this shit is manosphere nine. This shit's manosphere red pill 1.0, nigga. This shit is crazy. It's crazy. What Bright didn't know was that God had given Cunningham the same list. Though his was sketched out in a on a legal pad, the two friends presented their list to each other simultaneously. Cunningham later wrote, "Amazing coincidence. Like this was supposed to happen when Christians list and listen to the still small voices of the Holy Spirit. Oh my gosh, these niggas listen to demons. Over the years, the story about the 1975 meeting has been told many ways. Right? They sit here telling each other parables. See, Candace Owens did not know what to say. They trained these people on talking points. Since 1975, it's a list of talking points and rebuttals that they have been training people on through the seven mountain mandate to get control over the seven mountains of influence over culture. And they're attacking the children to do it. This was a young girl. This was an old man. Okay, accepted not merely as gospel, but divine endorsement of the list. Bright and Cunningham created. Whatever the thought of the meeting, the list has become powerful, spiritual lore, down from generations to another generation in a movement born from it. The movement is intent on destroying democracy by taking dominion in these seven institutions: education, family, religion, government, business, media, and entertainment. Those are the seven mountains that they want to control. That's just why you see everybody now. That's just why you see everybody now online reading scriptures. Everybody online now is a preacher. Shout to Spiritual Hope, a brother that's actually really talking that real life. Spiritual Hope is a brother really talking that real life. But no fantastic a preacher. Uh hell, this nigga super sly. This devil worshiping this Baphomet wearing t-shirt, super sly, is putting Bible verses in his title. Yo, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Everybody trying to act like they are Christians in the media. It's the seven mountain mandate. Everybody want to be relative. In order to be, and they took the Christianity and said, in order to be relative in a good Christian social media, or to be a good social media content creator, you got to be a Christian now. That's why you see even niggas like Super Sly, the devil niggas, using Bible verses. And it makes sense because you got these seven mountain mandate devil worshiping cult people using Christianity too. So it don't surprise me to see a Super Sly having Bible verses in his titles, knowing he is by far a Christian. This nigga is not a Christian. He a blood drinker. He don't take communion. He drank blood, nigga. Anyway, over the decades, many have made their mark on the list by envisioning different labels for it. While Bright and Cunningham spoke of the areas of influence, others have called them gates, pillars, channels. That's what you see on YouTube, a bunch of channels talking about spirituality and loving God. This is the Christian seven mountain mandate. When you see all these fake Christians on YouTube, Super Sly one of them, talking about using the Bible verses, get these niggas out of here. The algorithm is going to give you favor because the algorithm has been trained in the seven mountain mandate as well. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, my baby mama Latina nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Anyway, the media, the algorithm has a seven mountain mandate in it, right? If so, calling out the seven mountain mandate is not technically part of the algorithm, but doing the seven mountain mandate stuff is part of the algorithm. And when these cats out here talking about some, everybody on the internet is now a Christian. Everybody, Cooley, this nigga Cooley, I'm a Christian. Kevin Samuels was a Christian. Hold on, dog. You got radical womanism, that's Christianity. You got hope dealers, Christianity. Black Lives Matter, Christianity. Spiritual warfare, Christianity. Alex Jones and the Groper, Christianity. Elderly Christianity. The witches are even part of Christianity. You got a DMX Christianity. Nigga put out a CD, it's dark and hell is hot. But in the media, he talking about something, he love God and y'all niggas fell for it. We done. We done. You got Martin Luther King, Christian communism. All this is what Martin Luther King was. The Seven Mountain Mandate is something that Martin Luther King was working on a long time ago at Stanford University. This is Martin Luther King's work. So when people say, why did they keep comparing Charlie Kirk to um, Martin Luther King? Alex, even I was like, you know what? They keep comparing Charlie Kirk to Martin Luther King. Why are they doing that? Because Martin Luther King was working on something called Christian communism back when he went to Stanford University. And in order to push Christian communism, you needed control over certain areas of the state to push Christian communism. Martin Luther King understood this a long time ago. This is something that Martin Luther King was working on that I think was stole from Martin Luther King. It's real shit. But let me stop cursing. Let me stop cursing and get back into this information. And most commonly among the movement supporters today. The preferred metaphor evolved over time, but the purpose of the list has remained the same. Bring the kingdom of God to America by conquering each of these cultural dominions. Now, I thought we were supposed to not be of this earth, but the new Christianity is how do we take over this earth? We know that this earth was given to Satan and this is his realm. But the Christian nationalists say, nope, we're going to have heaven on earth and heaven up, and we'll have heaven on earth and we're going to heaven. And we thugging. This is some of the most craziest stuff I've ever heard. But this is where we at. This is where we are at in this country. The story of the Seven Mountains movement told in this book is a story of who inspired and shaped the 1975 list. It also is about the list and how it come to dominate America's political life in the 21st century. Most Americans even most Americans haven't even heard of it. Most Americans don't even know what the Seven Mountain Mandate is, but they live it every day. That's one of the most insane. It's one of the most insane things to me, right? No, Christian nationalism and Seven Mountain Mandate is something that y'all are being forced into every day, and y'all don't even realize it. The spiritual energy behind this mandate pushed the list into the White House with 2016 election of Donald Trump. From there, the movement exploded beyond the fringes of charismatic evangelicalism. Right? There's something called charismatic Christians or charismatic preachers, right? And that's another part of the red pill, right? Teaching everybody to be charismatic. This is bringing gang. This is bringing DJ Cuda. Shout out to DJ Cuda. This is bringing DJ Cuda, Platinum Elite. What's that nigga? Sir Ism. This is bringing the ism to the pulpit, and bringing the ism to the pulpit is called a charismatic evangelical, right? And then hold on, so it says from there the movement exploded beyond the fringes of charismatic evangelicalism into larger institutes of influence and financial backers to a handful of experts who have followed the movement for years. It was no surprise its supporter turned violent in 2020 election when the 2020 election didn't go their way. They the way they wanted God, right? So the 2020, so the insurrection, January 6th. January 6th was planned by the Seven Mountain Mandate and the charismatic Christians to take over the dag on government. Who ever thought that the Christians were part of? I mean, we all knew that there was these influencers that were part of it, right? Of January 6th and people on the internet. But I never personally thought that the church backed January 6th. These evangelical churches backed January 6th. How many of these evangelical churches came out and said we denounce the violence of January 6th? For real. I ain't seen not one mega church, not one mega evangelical church in Texas say, you know what? We disagree with January 6th. Y'all should not have did what y'all did. Not one of them did. The evangelical churches sent money and paid for it. This is nasty work, church. This is nasty Christian work. This ain't even, but this is not real Christianity. Argument, this is not real Christianity. This is Satanists really, really disguising as Christians. Right? But this is where it gets kind of tricky at, right? No, no. They want you to think that the FBI did not back January 6th. No, the FBI did not. The FBI was there. The FBI, so look, though, check this right. You know the FBI is part of the Seven Mountain Mandate, right? Well, let me read the seven mountains that these Christian nationalists, really Satanists, disguising as Christians. Let me read the seven mountains, right? Education is one mountain. Government is another mountain. The FBI is part of the government. So the Christian nationalists are in the government. I'm gonna furthermore read and prove that to you. Religion. They want to take over the Muslim church, the Catholic church, the Jewish church. They want to take over all these churches. Family, business, media, and entertainment. Dog, we are done for. We are done. This is not real Christianity. But I'm gonna read this to y'all though, right? Yet, even more frighteningly, since 2021 insurrection at the Capitol, more Americans seemingly want the Seven Mountain Mandate movement. In June 2023, a survey of 2,000 Americans estimated about 30% are open to ideas associated with the Seven Mountain Mandate movement, such as U.S. culture is fundamentally Christian. Now, y'all know the U.S. culture is not fundamentally Christian. Niggas be out here drinking, smoking weed, pimping women, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of gambling, stealing, killing. This is not a Christian culture. But in 2023, over 30% of Americans said that they agree that American is a Christian culture. I don't believe it. I don't think y'all are real Christians. I don't think America's really a Christian society. And Christians values should be solely and explicitly endorsed by the government. Now I know that majority of this country, 30% of this country feel like the government should be Christian. Do we know the government ain't Christian? Donald Trump ain't Christian. Mitch McConnell, Ben Carson. No, Ben Carson might be a Christian. We can give Ben Carson might be a real Christian. But Donald Trump is a negative. JD Vance, not a Christian. Not a Christian. Not a Christian. Elon Musk, not a Christian. Peter Thiel, he talk about Jesus all the time. And Antichrist. He ain't no Christian. Get these niggas out of here. Another 2023 survey found a similar percentage of Americans either adhered or sympathetic to those ideas. The second Trump administration only reinforced that. Damn it. We're going to have to impeach Trump, dog. We got to impeach Trump because they trying to dag on. We got to feed America, dog. We got to get these SNAP benefits back. You feel me? I'm going to drop this link too. Drop this link too. We got to get these damn SNAP benefits back. What up, yo? Yeah, I'm going to drop that link right now. Yeah. We got to get these SNAP benefits back because we are seeing the destruction of this country. We are seeing the destruction of democracy. The people came together and said that we are paying our taxes for Social Security. We're paying our taxes to make sure that women and children and the elderly can eat and have Social Security and water and juice and milk and bread. Now all y'all out here with your man, y'all got to get out of here, dog. The government, and you notice the government is trying to get the churches to feed these people once they don't pay them their EBT. Because they hoping that once the church feed these people, the people can come into the church and then the government can run the church. So therefore, the government can run the people through the church through food and different social services. That's the reason why I feel like they about to turn churches into community centers and places where they can just push out digitalized EBT. Your EBT gonna be on a stable coin or something or a digital currency, and you ain't gonna be able to roll your EBT over. And then you gonna have to rely on the church. You gonna have to call yourself a Christian to get EBT. Which ain't gonna do nothing but bring in fake Christians. You'll get the JP Christian, J Prince for president. Shout to that nigga. I remember that nigga saying that when he went and took some money from the church and didn't go back. You know, the church is about to be in that position, man. It's about to get really wild out here, right? And it keeps going. Of course, many Americans in these polls are the demographic most support the mandate, even evangelicals. In 2024, surveys showed that strong majorities of evangelicals agree broadly that the goal of the Seven Mountain Mandate was worth it. About 55% of evangelicals specifically agree that God wants Christians to stand atop the seven mountains of society. Let me see. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yo, what's good with you?
What up,
You
fam?
can hear me? You can
Yeah, I
hit
can hear you.
yo, you supposed to man drop that link. You got all the heavy hitters. You got me Mel in the chat. You got Mella in the chat. You got Joey in the chat. You supposed to man drop that link, nigga. You got all the heavy hitters in the building. You heard me? But I
Yeah,
know you
because
gotta get the skill of it.
yeah, I had to get a feel of it. But you know what, yo? Now I'm gonna start reading the niggas, cause niggas I read a little bit here and there. But you know what I'm saying? I read a lot as much as I can. But like, don't you
Man,
feel
you
like don't you feel like a perverted, right? You hear my language?
oh,
A perverted type of Christianity is trying to take over the country you live in.
I'm saying, like, I don't feel perverted. I feel like certain Christians, certain individuals is going off the First Testament though. Like they not really rocking with the New Testament. Like when you watch certain people and watch how they move, certain people is really going off the First Testament. They ain't going from the
That
First
is true.
Testament
That is
with all
true.
of this playing Mr. Nice Guy shit. You feel me?
Well, I mean, Joe. So what they doing is they playing with idolatry and they playing with the craft. See, this is some sick stuff. Yo. They playing with some wild shit, dog. And like
Um,
America
yeah,
is about to get turned up.
yeah, that's what's supposed to happen, man. That's the first testament though. People
That's what
don't
I'm.
know, like
Yeah.
when you listen to Charlie Clark or whatever, yo, like he was talking about, yo, if you're not about family, if you're not about this, that, and the third, yo, this shit about to be ruins. You know what I'm saying? It's too, like motherfuckers want people to work. Like, it was 50 something million people that the United States had to give out from 19 years old to 60 well-bodied people that was able to go to work though. Like who could
Mm-hmm.
actually work? Like who could work in a warehouse? Who could work fucking mopping and sweeping? Who could work at Walmart? Like some of these people is able-bodied people who could work 20 hours, 40 hours. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like, let's be real. But I understand, like, the elderly need to eat. I understand that. I understand kids need to eat. But if you, yo, I know dudes who 6'2", 200 pounds, still want to be in front of motherfucking Family Dollar asking you for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this nigga is a buck that could lift some heavy duty ass shit, bro.
But hold on. But this is where I think This is why I think empathy and this is why I think a little bit of empathy come into play, right? Because right when we look at somebody that say they are able, when we look at a person and saying they're an able bodied person, right? Or they're able working person. What they saying is they have to get this able bodied person to work for this country in the name of Christian nationalism. Hey, this is nasty work. It's not really good, dog. Check this right. Let me show you this right. Let me show you this right. It might. Let's see what it says. 2024 survey showed that a majority of Christian nationalists will support a leader who is willing to break some rules. This is Christians are saying that they will in 2024. Christians said that they will vote for a leader that will break rules. So it don't mind. That's why they voted for Donald Trump, right? About a third of those people support violence in order to save our country or to ensure that the right leader takes office. Dog, that shit right there is next level. When you got people saying that they are willing to support a leader that's willing to break rules, and a third of this country is saying they're willing to participate in violence to ensure that they get the right Christian leader. These evangelical Christians have lost their mind. These ain't the people I went to church with. What's up,
Word,
Mel?
word. They're not the people I went to church with either. There was a time that
You don't know how to say
men,
hello, Miller? You don't know how to say
hey,
hello to me?
Kills, hey,
Oh,
Kills,
okay.
happy Friday,
Uh,
and you know, and all
happy
that good stuff.
Halloween.
Well, that that's a factor too. It's good to it's good that you are present and here. That's very good.
Oh
Okay.
wow, let's go. I
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah. Anyway, as far as people losing their minds into considering violence to assert that they are the ones that are supposed to have the say so over who lives and who dies is that's kind of tripped out. You know, a lot of people who get angry, they will have imaginings of I wish that MF was dead, I wish that B was dead. Like people have those imaginings, but now there's action coming to it. It's like not only do I imagine it, but I'm gonna start enacting it, and that becomes people like you said, Pastor, they just losing their minds, man. It's like patience is off the table. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I came up
It
here to
it,
say.
it, it it
But
is off the
Patience is
table
off the table.
yo, but I throw
because
this
they
on the
have
table.
to.
And you
But I
know,
throw
patience is a fruit of the spirit. So how Christian can you be?
They're
Okay.
not.
nah. See, y'all gotta go to the first, cause God is a jealous God, man. You gotta go to the First Testament. See, y'all wanna
See,
soft
you
shoe
with
it.
that Old Testament stuff. I'm
The
talking about
old, yeah, the
Jesus,
old,
brother. Jesus.
yeah, yo. But that's the balance of it. But right now, it's not
What
about
about
being balanced.
Jesus?
This country, I understand all of that. Yo, he was more like, he was more like healing. I don't know how Jesus was, because
No,
I
he that
wasn't,
no
I wasn't
Jesus.
there.
Jesus is the new covenant that came back for what we call the Gentiles to give
Okay,
the us the so called give us a chance at salvation. But what
Right.
they saying is, but
They
see
on some
these
Old Testament stuff, like
they
kill everybody.
exactly. And matter of fact,
but look,
these people don't even really believe the Old Testament is not really. That's not really. It's Christianity, but it's not.
but did you
It's
see a
not
black
really.
Christian?
There's
Did
biblical
you,
and then there's Christianity. They're two different things. See,
okay,
Christianity is about being a follower of Christ.
Of Christ.
The
Yep.
Bible is composed of the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament consists of all these stories about people doing
right.
diabolical stuff at various times throughout history, allegedly.
That's why we in the deficit we in right now, because y'all
when when
following
when
this New Testament.
when David was mentioned as a man after God's own heart, and all the
Hmm.
bogus stuff that David was doing, like, you know, like, that's not cool,
Yeah,
because
we do got
it
these Davids.
contradicts the Ten Commandments. It's like, so which
But
is it? The
don't
Ten Commandments or David is a man after God's own heart? Like, which is it?
Well,
And
they
that's why
move.
Christ came through saying, "My yoke is easy, my burden is light. Here are the fruits of the spirit. Get with that."
yeah,
Hmm.
yo, he said bear fruit and multiply also too.
That was the
But check,
Old Testament, man.
but check this
Oh,
right.
okay.
But see, right. This is the higher to the list, right? So this is where Charlie Kirk come into play, right?
That's
Like
up.
Kirk began Turning Point in the summer of 2012, just after graduating high school. His original story about indoctrination in his high school had gone viral that April on a leading conservative news site, Breitbart, and Kirk quickly became a Fox News darling, got funding from major conservative backers, and launched a conservative youth outreach program from his garage in Chicago suburbs. Who is also out? Nick Fuentes, bitch ass. Coming up out of Chicago suburbs. Nick Fuentes ain't nothing but a Charlie Kirk wannabe. This shit is crazy. I didn't even know Charlie Kirk was from. And
Nah.
I didn't know that nigga was from Chicago.
Yeah.
Pearl from Chicago. Look,
He
Pearl from
was
that shit.
Chicago adjacent. He didn't grow up in Chicago for real. He was Chicago adjacent. There's a
Yeah.
difference. These suburban people that want to claim Chicago like that, they not really Chicago.
It
You
do say
can
Chicago. It do say in a garage in a Chicago suburb.
suburb, and that's the
Hmm.
difference.
It
Believe me,
did say it does say that. It say Chicago suburb.
that
But
It does
most,
say
there's
that.
a difference.
but most people started like great businesses this like in a garage. You know what I'm saying?
That
Like
that well, Amazon. Hold on.
yeah, but
Do most churches start in a well? They have been some churches that started in garages.
know what
There
I'm
have been
saying?
some. There has been.
And then he was already already set off because Charlie Clerk,
So he
his
was
family come from money.
broadcasting.
Huh?
His family
He
come
was
from money.
he was broadcasting from his garage. That's how he got started. He had
Man,
a podcast from
man,
his
this
garage
shit,
at the studio.
this is,
Google
it's very,
the
no, this is, it's kind of confusing, right? Cause check this, right. It says Kirk began Turning Point in 2012 after graduating high school. I mean, but look, his wife also started an orphanage after graduating from high school and going into a beauty pageant. I think these kids were picked by the mandate. By the seven, by the 7 Mountain Mandate. What 17-year-old know? Like Nick Fuentes, right? What
oh, excuse me.
17, 18 year old did you know? Now you see more of them doing it because they think they can make money doing it. But at this time, in 2012, who the hell was going live from they how many 17-year-olds going live from their basement on some conservative talking points in 2012?
You'd
Damn,
be
2000.
surprised how many people started taking advantage of going live,
I
or
don't know.
creating videos on, like, when YouTube, like, what, 12 years ago, number years ago,
Mhm.
14, 15 years ago, like when it first introduced the capacity that you could podcast yourself for quote unquote free, people started jumping on it because they had
Yeah.
something to say. Maybe he was one of those people. And then, of course, it eventually evolved into where you could broadcast live, you could have panel discussions. And it evolved over time. But back, what, 15 years ago? Because,
Shit.
at first there was that, what was that other group chat going on before YouTube? start letting
Oh, you
you
talking about Google? You talking about Google Hangouts?
not just Google. Yeah, yeah, it evolved. StreamYards came off
That's
of
what I be hearing about.
Hangouts, but prior to Hangouts, it was just people just uploading stuff
Right.
that
Exactly,
come to mind.
but check this right. Kirk built Turning Point by hosting debate style events on college quads. We know that, where he challenged shy conservatives to boldly believe and taunt liberal students with rhetoric fights he never seemed to lose. Kirk went all in on Trump in 2016, and his summits for students, headlined by political celebrities, ballooned into all age affairs, with Trump often a guest. The organization budget exploded year after year. Since 2016, Turning Point has raised roughly $250 million a year per year. 250, a quarter billion. That's $250 million a year since
Yeah, that's a lot of
2016.
money. That's a lot of money. Yeah. Hey, you know what, Pastor? And Kills. I saw this video clip. I just want to get this out real quick. Someone asked Trump, or rather confronted Trump, um, I heard you a racist. And his response was, I am the least racist person you know. What do you all make about, like, if you had to dissect that response? He didn't deny that he was a racist. This is my point. He didn't deny it. What he said, cleverly, I might add, is that I'm the least racist person you know, which means if you break it down, everybody's racist, including himself. However, he wants to proclaim that he's the least racist person you know. Do you look at it that way? Because a lot of us,
Mhm.
we hear a statement from somebody and we're like, hey, he's not racist. He's not. It's like, no, that's not what he said. He didn't say he's not racist. He said he's the quote unquote least racist.
Mhm.
And I want us to exercise critical thinking when it comes to these issues, be it religion, politics, everyday conversations. Start thinking.
Man, I don't know. So dude said, "Damn, bro, it's 3 views. You fell off hard. I told you, man. I don't even go live like that, dog. I be reading, working, living, enjoying actual life. I mean, I don't even
Oh,
go
here
like
comes
I don't go
somebody trying
live
to
like that.
challenge you and shit. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah, yeah,
stand haters, man. Like,
yeah,
like you here, you
yeah,
observing,
yeah, yeah.
like what's the problem?
Because the reason why we gotta get back to life is because I even seen kills. I seen your digital footprint. Melly, you still be up here going in sometimes, but you even pull. We've all pulled back from this internet stuff a little bit, and I think it's a good thing.
It's not as interesting as it used to be.
It's not as interesting as it used to be because you see, there's not a lot of
There's no soap
individual.
opera to keep up with,
Exactly, it's like the
And as
individual
much as
thought.
people give Rue a whole lot of flack, I remember maybe 2 months ago, he was saying, we need some new soap operas, damn it. We need
Yeah,
some new
yeah.
goddamn soap operas. We need the chaos and keeping up with what's happening going again.
Well,
And
back then it was individuals, yo. Cause everybody had their individual thing.
it
Now
was
everybody,
somebody
like I'm
going
telling you,
live about
everybody
some
the
chaos.
same now. Everybody's a preacher. Everybody be reading Bible verses. Everybody's like it's all the same now.
It is. It's
I'm like,
predictable. And that's what makes it boring because it's a little too predictable.
you can't really invest the time in this like you used to, man. It ain't even worth it. It's not even
That's what
worth
I'm
your
saying. It's too
soul.
It's like, okay, let me, the formula is already laid out. So come up with something new and I'll get back with you.
That's why I'm about to go in on this 7 mountain mandate and this spiritual warfare stuff. Because when they say spiritual warfare, they actually mean how much insanity can they cause before people bow down and just give in to this purity of nature. It's like should you pray for more? Should you do more good for grace and mercy, or should you do more evil and force God to give you grace and mercy? Right? It's a really evil. It's a really crazy thought process that they actually put in society in, right? Because you
Yeah.
can do more, you can do good and hope God sees your good graces and God sees your heart and gives you grace and mercy on this earth, or you can say fuck. Well, I'm trying to make it.
It's the whole. I understand what you mean, and I excuse your cussing. What
Mhm.
I know where your heart is. I think that a lot of people aren't studying like they ought to discover the truth for themselves. Like for instance, I have views about religion that I would not dare speak aloud. And this is solely because I respect my grandmother. You know, it whatever it is that inspired her to maintain and sustain enough of a decent presence in my life as her grandchild, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna step on that. I'm just not. I can trust and believe. I've studied a whole lot of stuff throughout the world. I could say some really, really clownish stuff about Christianity. I could debunk it. I could throw it all up against the wall and see what sticks. I could do that. But because my grandmother, my grandmother maintained her sanity in this power system of thought called Christianity. Because that's what it is. It's it's access it's using your brain to access a power source that keeps you sane. That's what it is. Because when everything's against you, you can look to this reliable text. This text never changes. Everything is unchanging in the text, and you can open it up and find something familiar and inspirational that keeps you going on to the next fucking catastrophe. Okay. And so in a
Mhm.
world where people in my grandmother's era were going through more than something, it kept us sane enough to be a positive influence on us as grandchildren. And so I'm not gonna hate on that. I could, but I'm not gonna
But
do it.
there's no need to.
I'm not
But
gonna
see,
do it.
because this stuff is evolving so fast, man. Check this right. Do you know they got something called got something called God's 1776 project? That's crazy. God's 1776 project.
I get disturbed by the fanatics, right?
Yeah.
People that's the only thing that bothers me. It's like, okay, I understand that the scriptures can be comforting in times of distress. I understand that something that's unchanging and reliable can be a comfort in times of distress. It can recalibrate you back into realizing you still got the strength to go on. I get that. What I don't appreciate is the fanatics in 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 where they want to punish people for not thinking like them. I think that's cruel and awful.
Well, this where this goes, right? In late 2016, a group of unknown beyond the friends of conservative politics wanted to capitalize on the victory of Donald Trump and his plan for America. The group, which had begun a few years prior by attacking higher education, named 200 professors to a watch list to expose the advancement of leftist propaganda in the classroom. Hey man, these lists are crazy, dog.
To be honest, Trump is no different than most people who are aggressive pranksters. He wants to believe in something, but it's not in his nature to actually commit to a belief. His default nature is to be a prankster. Like, okay, I'm going to talk you out of something. I'm going to get something from you. This is what I do. and I'm going to laugh at you because you let me talk you out of it. That's his nature. However, as he evolves closer and closer to his mortality, otherwise known the end of life, he's like, what if there is some accountability that I am to be held to in the afterlife? Like, what if it's like, I think I do want to believe in something. I think I do, because I only mention this because Ben Carlson, you all may know the good Dr. Ben Carlson, this black man who's this phenomenal surgeon, pediatric surgeon, did separated Siamese twins that were connected at the head. Like, he's famous. So Donald Trump appointed him in charge of nutrition for the country. And I watched the interview where he espoused, that's a new word, look it up, but most people. Anyway, he espoused that he believes that Donald Trump is a Christian. I thought that was a bold statement, because you can't, as a man or woman, determine what's on somebody's heart. You know, maybe Donald Trump gave him a good amount of wordplay. Like, I can, I could do that. It's like, you got to keep in mind that his track record as a person is a negotiator. And what is the end goal of a negotiator? To talk you out of something. And that's his nature, you know?
Hold on.
So I don't understand what people don't see about that, but that's not for me to broadcast,
Hmm. But I
That's his
got some
nature.
pushback. I got some pushback towards y'all people who don't like Trump like that. I just came back from the store and Mella, you know what I mean? Have you ever seen Trump got a good track record? You know what I mean? He done freed people from prison. You know what I mean? He done he had peace parties.
Bankruptcy. Oh,
Hold
if
on. I let you
bankruptcy
talk.
and Epstein.
I
Okay.
let you talk, boo. You feel me? He done free yo, and this all is documented. He done free people from prison. He done had peace treaties with other countries when he first got elected. You know what I mean? And everything before. Um he stopped making goods and stuff going to other countries like buy here. You know what I mean? Even right now, he just did a deal with China.
That's not good for. No, he did. It was actually, I think it was deal with South Korea, and no, this shit ain't help.
Nah,
That is
that was
not.
China. That wasn't South Korea. That was China, bro. He
Okay,
just did
China. So he dealing with China.
whatever that thing called. The Ukraine dude didn't want to go to program, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Man, he didn't did a deal
But
with China,
that wasn't
Korea, Argentina.
I want to know
He,
what Kills like about him. What do you like about him? Like, literally, what, like, actually and
it's not.
factually,
I don't
what
like
do
you.
you
I
like
don't
about
like
him?
you. I don't like you. But I know you in this space. I know you in this space for a
What do you
minute.
like about him?
I
I think
respect
people
you.
like Trump's
I
charisma.
respect Trump. Yeah, there we go. I respect
I
his
think people
correct.
like Trump's
So it's
charisma. I
charisma.
think that goes down to charismatic,
You
like I say, the charismatic preachers,
he
the
very
charismatic
He's
charismatic.
politicians.
he's captivating, right?
I know. I
Nah. See,
think Trump is a little
I'm
bit
not
more
going.
than.
I'm
I
not
think
going
Trump
off
is a
of.
little bit more than captivating. I think he has
Yeah,
a
I'm not
level of
going off by
charisma.
cap.
I think
I'm.
he has a level. I think Trump has a level of charisma, yo. I ain't even like no jock riding, no none of that. Pause. Yo, Trump got a level of charisma about him, dog.
To
He got a
go
little
back,
bit of. It is what it is.
do you
It
understand?
is what it
To go to
is.
these other countries and to do these deals, you gotta be somebody who got some oath, who got some oath in you. If you
That's
understand what I'm
called
trying
being
to
the
say.
president. He can do that
Do you
because
know?
he
Do you,
holds the office of president. He wouldn't do that if he wasn't president. Anybody who is president can do
what?
that.
Ain't not everybody could become a fucking billionaire. Not everybody can become,
Here we
you know
go
what I'm
with the
saying?
money. Here we
Not
go.
everybody can become
How many
somebody with wealth,
bankruptcies? I'm sorry.
pristine.
Hello. How
He
many
only had
bankruptcies?
one bankruptcy. He only
How
had
many?
one.
What happened to Atlantic City? Hello. What happened to Trump University? Hello?
He still
What
got the
happened to
Trump
the
Towers.
contractors
He still
that
got the
weren't
Trump.
paid
He still
and still
he still
suing
got
him
the Trump.
today?
He still got
Hello?
the Trump Towers. He still got the Trump Towers still booming.
Those are lawyers
Still
that are
booming.
protecting that.
And
It's
that's
still
what
being dragged
and
out. It's
lawyers
still being
and
dragged out in
Google
court.
it. And most lawyers are in the Senate. Most lawyers
Most
are in the
and
Senate.
no most and so lawyers are a lot of these lawyers. A lot of these lawyers, I'm telling you, a lot of these people are part of this 7 Mountain mandate. So, check this, right? It's easy to get people to join these different these different frats. It compartmentalized America a little bit too much, right? You joining skull niggas joining skulls and bones and they divine nine and secret societies.
Okay.
Everybody in their own little group, but right? You can take all these little groups and give them a common denominator outreach, and that's the 7 Mountain mandates. It don't matter if
It's
you're an alpha or Q,
Yo,
don't matter if you're a
different.
Alistair Crowley,
It's
don't
deeper.
matter.
It's deeper than that. It's about numerology, right? It's about there's this specific word. I wish it could come to mind. I could look it up, but I'm not going to waste the time to do that. So I'm just going to use the term numerology when it comes to ritualistic practices with the government. Numerology is on the table.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kabbalahism, Tetragrammaton, Jewish mystic
Grandma,
magic.
yeah, grandma, whatever you mentioned, grandma, yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's the
that that,
Tetragrammaton.
that
That's
word.
hold up. Be careful bringing that up, Mel. I shouldn't even have said that shit.
Okay, I
Be careful
apologize.
bringing that shit up. That's the
yeah, we
Jewish
don't
guy.
want your strange.
That's the
We don't
that's the
want. Yeah,
Jewish
you got to be
that's the
YouTube. You got to be
Jewish
YouTube.
guy. That's the Jewish guy. Yeah, be careful
I
saying
give
that
y'all. I
word.
give y'all.
What I'm
Do you?
indicating is that the fact that he is considered the elected president of the
Okay.
United States of America, that affords him to exercise his charisma all over the
Oh, shit.
damn planet.
But
And
how
he has
old?
the
Okay.
type of
When the
personality, he has the type of personality that's going to execute that in a bold manner. That's who he
hold
is.
on.
That's what he does.
Okay. Right there. Right. How many other presidents was bold? Okay, he did say, okay, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you because y'all been through a lot. That's a lot of layers y'all just went through, right? I don't know all of that stuff. Kamala, Bula, whatever y'all was talking about, right? When he said grab him by the you know what, right? He said grab him by the you know what.
Christianity is
Why
not Judaism.
y'all, why y'all black people said something? White women ain't say nothing about that shit. They
What
shut the
white
fuck
women?
up.
Where did the white women
White
come
women
from?
ain't say shit really. Not really because they know their white husbands say way more crazy shit than Trump said behind closed doors. White men talk reckless behind closed doors to they white women, but everybody want to go up. Everybody want to be so butthurt when Trump said grab him by the you know what, like shit like that. Then
Hey,
hold
Kills.
on, let me say this one other thing. Do you know how long senators could fucking sit in that seat? Ain't no retirement plan. When Trump passed a bill, it still got to go through the Senate, and them motherfuckers sit on that seat for years on out.
Forever.
Salute to Cerulean who put that out there because I didn't know that. I didn't know ain't no retirement for senators. Ain't no retirement plan.
Right, right.
Look that
Remember
up.
remember when his wife swatted his hand away? Remember?
Oh shit! I think
Okay.
I
So
seen that.
what I brought
Okay,
this up to
okay.
say this. I've heard critique about Michelle Obama, quote unquote, not standing by her man, embarrassing him, having
Yep,
her
yep. She
podcast,
ain't go
saying,
right. She
talking
ain't go to the
greasy.
inauguration. She didn't go
Say
to the
what?
inauguration. I said because she didn't go to the inauguration when Trump, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. So, people want to, disgrace Michelle Obama, for quote unquote being perceived as being a disrespectful woman, first lady, right? A disrespectful first lady. Was it not disrespectful when clearly cameras were around and he reached out to hold his wife's hand She didn't have enough. She had so much resentment toward him that she swatted his hand away, like, get your damn hands away. You know,
I
and
mean, yeah,
that's
I mean, a wife can be mad at you, but to do it
in
in
the
public,
public like that, right?
do it in public is a little bit much, right? But hold on, let me address something real quick, right? The Talmud and the first five books of the Talmud are not actually the Bible, man. We got to stop this, man. Like this is what James, this is what you meant by people living in the Old Testament, man. I think a lot of us do want
I'm the
to
one
stay
that
in the
said
Old
people.
Testament.
I'm the one that said that. And why you giving Kills the credit for what I said?
They
Actually,
never
Kill
want to
said,
give me no
actually,
credit.
Because
No,
because you're
no.
hold on.
chauvinist.
When you
You're
Kill
told
said
you
that
chauvinist.
before
before.
the pass,
Kill said that
but
before
go
you pulled
hard,
up,
brother.
sweetheart. You
Go
did say
ahead. Go
that. You
ahead.
did say that. You did say it. You did say that. I agree with you, right? But Kill said it before you pulled up. He that was his initial statement that
No,
we
you
living
a
on some.
chauvinist. And you need to admit it.
No, that's the truth, sweetheart, and I'm trying to give it. And he said that he did say that we live in that people are living in the first testament ideology. I mean, it is what it is. We got to get out of that. We got to get out of the idolatry, the we got to get out of all that stuff, man. We're gonna have to clean this country up personally. Not we can't, man, honestly, yo, we have to go with our personal walk with Jesus, yo. Our personal walk with the Trinity and stop playing around and trying to get everybody to walk on the same path with us because we ain't gonna be able to walk as a Christian country. It ain't gonna work. Everybody got their own path or their own walk with God.
Have you heard the term put them in their place? You've heard the term, no doubt.
Oh shit!
I,
I heard.
I,
Well, wow, that's a
I'm
shame.
I'm
That's a
mentioning
shame.
that because
Mhm.
unfortunately, when it comes to human nature, somebody's got to be the nigger. Unfortunately,
Wow. No,
and
you
and
didn't.
and that's what this whole, Christians asserting themselves beyond what is Christ like.
Mm.
It's like, well, you know, if somebody can't be the nigga, then what does that make me? I'm used to being on top. I'm used to, looking in the mirror and saying, at least I'm white. I'm used to this. I'm used to this country being
Mm.
established by white people, and that's what I build my pride on. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, oh hell no, somebody's got to be the nigga.
Talk that shit, Bella. Talk that shit. You talking that shit tonight?
Somebody got to be the nigga. So who? We got a lot of niggas. I hate to say it.
Yeah,
We got a
you
lot of
always been
niggas.
nigga. Who the nigga? But hold on, but Paul Mooney did say everybody want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga.
Well,
Cause you got
that's
a
what we.
lot of
That
motherfucking
part.
coonery. You
That
got a lot of
part.
coonery out here too, though. Nobody don't want to be no nigga till it's time to be a nigga, and then they want to come back to us niggas and be like, "Yo, here go the
That
sympathy
part.
cop."
That
Like
part.
officer, what's that nigga name? Officer
You talking about Officer Tatum?
Officer Tatum, that nigga in the struggle right now, man.
I
Kato
heard.
mighty
I'm hearing
knows.
a lot of shit. I don't know what happened.
Man, see, he trying to see. This is the thing about it. You can't. This why you can't play this
What did
Christian
he do? Grab
nationalism.
somebody by the pussy?
No, you can't
Did
play
he
this
did
Christian
he beat his
nationalism.
wife?
See, his problem
Did he
is
do
he
all the
trying to.
typical things that men do?
No, he
What
trying to be
happened?
cool. He trying to be cool with these American Christian nationalism people,
Mm.
and be cool with Israel at the same. What the Israelis and
Oh, he can't.
BB and Benjamin and BB and them at the same time. That shit, I
Then you're
don't think you
going in
can
the
do both.
You can't, man. You can't. You can't. It just like going to work and selling drugs. You can't do both. Either you're going to be on one side or the other side. You know what I mean? The higher
Yeah.
you go,
You
the higher
you
you
can't be
go
a
up, the higher
crackhead.
you go up, the
Wait,
devil.
wait. You can't be a crackhead expecting to save your money.
Oh shit. Yo, Bella, I like that. Say that shit again for the audience in the back, Bella. Say that again.
You cannot be a crackhead and expect to save your money. You can't do it.
That's a whole fact.
Save your
That's a
money for
I've
crack.
seen
whole
it. I've
fact.
seen it.
Lena,
Save their money for crack. Hey, how you
Man,
doing,
I'm telling
Pastor?
you, there are
Lena,
people
happy
Hey,
who had
King.
Halloween.
good
Happy
government jobs.
Halloween.
They was on
Lena, do
crack,
you?
and they was like, "I'm gonna save up to buy a car, buy a house, and save up for saving."
Right.
It's like, wait a
It
minute, you on
never
crack?
happened. It never happened. Hey,
That
Lena,
crack
are
ain't gonna
you?
let you do that.
Lena, do you? What do you think about Christian nationalism? Do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea?
A bad idea in a way. They're gonna become. They're the new like radical section of
You can tell they
Christianity.
by
They
the way,
remind me of the
Lonnie.
Muslims, like the radical Muslims. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I think they really starting to turn to like a Christian terrorist group, like TPUSA and all of them. Going around and pushing their beliefs on people and going to people colleges. I won't say that they're push. Jesus did tell you to preach to the ends of the earth, but they're like pushy and they want to punish people.
Ooh,
I could see them becoming really crazy. Like you ever see the movie Jesus Camp? It's a documentary about kids going to camp. And this one lady, she's like, I would like to see our kids become enthusiastic, like the Muslim kids, and like they behead people and stuff for their religion. I was like, what? I was like,
Nah, I
thought you
never
were
seen that.
normal. Yeah,
Jesus
so
can't.
yeah, Jesus Camp. It's a documentary. I don't know anybody in chat seen it, but it's interesting. But when she said that, I was like, oh yeah, y'all crazy, crazy.
But Lena, yo, let me bring this on the table with y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch Young Pharaoh back in the day, right? Back
Mm-hmm.
then when he was in his prime, right? Then he
Mm-hmm.
was showing like how Muslims are like the Israeli. And I mean, see, I don't want to put freaking Pastor Channel in the red.
man,
It's
go ahead
probably
and do it,
already in the
dog.
red
Do it,
because
man,
we
dog. Be
talking about
like, go
all this
ahead, man.
stuff.
Go ahead and
But
go with. I
they
keep it.
look
Go
exactly
ahead with it.
like the small hats look exactly like the Palestine people. It's like you can't really tell them apart. Once they get a beard and throw on a hijab,
You said
yo,
get the
they
beard
look the
behind.
same. They look the same. I think you know what they're gonna do? Blend with power. They kicking it, having kids. You know what I'm saying? They
Well,
wives go to the same funk standards and all of that. Like behind the scenes, I think they building power together, yo. I think they're intermixing with
I
each
think
other.
some of the higher up Palestinians are definitely doing that, but the regular Palestinians aren't getting the choice. That's where Christian nationalism and the 7 Mile Mandate is going to really, it's going to
Right.
hurt a lot of black people, right? Because if you one of those like was it Tim Scott, you one of them, you Ben Carson. If you one of those type black
Oh,
people, you can
right.
join the 7 Mountain Mandates. But if hell, Puffy can join the 7 Mountain Mandate, but because Puffy gonna give because think about it, Puffy was part of Vote or Die, so that puts him under the mountain of government,
Oh,
right? So
right.
he can join. But people like us that really ain't got no power, I only got 3 viewers. I ain't know nobody out here in the game,
Yeah,
right?
I
Nigga, they
don't got
not about
I
to
got
fuck
no
with
power.
me. And I don't want them to though. I don't want them to, yo. I
So
don't want to be.
should we be mad out of our should I be mad at my dad because he never really got power and ain't passed it down to me? He ain't passed me no
Ah,
goddamn power. He
ooh.
always going to church. He's a very favorite. He was a Christian man. He did construction all his life. He gave his
Hmm.
damn money to the church every goddamn day. But the church take your money. The church ain't gonna pay your rent.
So
But we
because
didn't
you're
know that back in the day. Back in the day, we didn't know that. We didn't know that the church ain't gonna help us with if we on a fucking ventilator. The church ain't gonna help us to be on a goddamn ventilator.
that's a good question, yo. Should you expect power from attending church? Should you? That's a good question. I mean, a lot of people say, hell no, you shouldn't get no power from attending church. That's a good question though, because you got churches like TD
They
Jakes
get ten
churches and
percent.
shit.
They get 10% of your earnings though.
Should you what should you gain
If I've
from
been
your
in that
tithing?
church for 20 years and paid my tithes faithfully, shouldn't I get something back out of return? I always paid my tithes, never missed a day of church, got baptized in that church. Fuck that. I've been going to that church since I was a little kid.
monetizing
Should I get
tithes.
monetized game?
Should you get mm, 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 mm.
Knowing that that church that made millions,
That's the interesting thing about
made
paying
millions
tithes
off of
though.
black folks, made millions off of black folks suffering.
That's the interesting thing about Turning Point USA. They were bringing in so much money that they had. So check this right in the church. If you bring in a certain amount of money, you are going to get power.
Mm.
So like, I'm not saying like I'm just saying your dad was bringing in construction money. That's good, respectable money. But
Yeah,
the
he
way
was
that
giving that money to the church.
the church is moving right now, I ain't trying to speak bad on the church. I think the church would take that drug dealer's money and give that drug dealer more power than they would
Yeah,
give
yeah.
a hardworking construction worker like your father be. I'm just saying the way they moving, dog. The way
What
they
about that
moving.
one? What about that one pastor? You remember? You seen the TikTok video? The lady paid the lady gave the church 1,200, and then the pastor cussed her out and was like, "I told your ass $2,000 or some shit." You seen
That's
that
so,
one?
and they call it sowing a seed, right?
Oh,
If you ain't sowing, because like the Bible says you gotta have like seed, like the a mustard seed of faith. But they
mm,
said they saying you got to come through with $2,000 worth of seed of faith. That I remember when churches used to ask for $100. The seed your faith with $100. You remember that Miller that had in the church? They asked. It started out with $20. It started out with $20 to seed your faith. It went from 20 to a
Yeah,
hundred.
it's called greed. I'm in the kitchen, so I'm just listening. Okay,
Yeah, it went from
I
20
okay.
gotta
to a hundred.
clean up my kitchen.
Now, how
Do
they
your thing,
jumped to
Melly.
yeah, do your thing, Miller. How they jumped to 2,000 is crazy. That how they jumped to
Cause they
2,000 is
Cause they seeing
crazy.
these mega churches. Cause they seeing these mega churches getting guap. And then they getting advertisement. You know what I'm saying? They
So
getting big banking. These churches, one church talking about, okay, I done seen, I'm the one who said, I think I'm one of the first ones who said this on the internet. You could go ask Charles Faulkner. I'm the first one I say, like, yo, they putting ATMs up in the goddamn churches now because they don't want the money that jingles, because they want the money that fold. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
They don't want, back in the day, you was able to put quarters, quarters, nickels, and dimes and all of that. If you ain't have it, you supposed to give what you got.
that ain't
Now they
enough
talking
no
about,
more.
yeah, that's not enough though. Some churches will kick you out if you ain't rolling though. If
Well,
you rolling on a
they won't
certain
kick you out, but
income,
they will kick you. They will kick you out of the first row seats. You ain't gonna
yeah,
sit.
yeah,
You
you
not
gotta
sitting
be
in the
you
front
got you
row.
gotta be in the bleachers. You gotta be in nosebleed.
Yeah,
What the fuck they call it? Nosebleed seats.
you
Especially
gotta
going
be
to the mega
out there,
churches.
nigga.
The
You
mega
haven't given
churches,
enough.
them people on the front row got that Chapo money, nigga. They got that El Chapo money.
If you
You
see, yo,
understand?
I believe most doctors don't even make it to the first row of certain churches. Like, yo, if you go to,
Man,
like, I'm
it's
serious.
just like going to a boxing. You remember the boxing game? You remember? Okay, you
The
remember when
boxing
Frank
matches,
Lucas
yes.
won?
If you got a
You
first row
remember?
to a boxing match,
Yeah,
you that mofo. You are him.
you that
You are
mofo.
him.
Or like you at the court side of a basketball game, like the Laker game or something.
You are him.
So imagine looking that as a church. You looking that as a church.
That
Look at it like
yo,
that as a church, at
that's
these
the
mega
per.
churches.
That's a great analogy, you kills. You cooking right now, cause that's exactly
Oh, I'm cooking.
what's going
Oh, okay.
on.
Thank you, brother. Thank you,
You
brother,
cooking
brother,
right now,
brother.
dog.
I'm trying. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to bring.
Spending
I'm trying to bring some content to you, brother.
You are, man, because that's the perfect analogy, right? Four seats at the Lakers to get four seats at your local mega church, right? Cause you get
Mega
four
church,
seats
nigga. Yeah.
because
Oh,
both of
and you gotta
them
get tickets. Yo, yo, and you hit it on the
exactly.
nose too. And you gotta get tickets to probably to attend. You said that, Pastor. You probably got to get a ticket to attend these mega churches. You hear me?
Man, it's
Only
still in
a
the front
select few
row.
could come.
No,
Mm.
but think about it. But so but both of them garnish power. Because when the Lakers are playing
Oh,
live, when the Lakers are playing, so we talk about the 7 mountain mandate, right? And it's seven. There's seven different mountains. There's
yeah, bring it
education.
home, bring it home, bring it home, Patrick.
There's education. That's one. There's government.
Right,
That's two. There's religion.
mm,
That's three. They didn't specify on religion either. There's family, that's four. Business is five. Media is six, and entertainment is seven.
wow,
See, yo, the seventh mountain is where they started. The entertainment mountain, dog. Look, like when you floor seats at the Lakers and people see you on the floor seats at the Lakers, everybody is wondering who you are, and it gives you
right,
so much power over society because you have to be one of those ones to be on the front, to be on the floor seats of the Lakers. So if you on the first pew or the first row at certain churches, the amount of power it gives you over the rest of the congregation is
right.
you damn near out there with the pastor of the mega church. You damn near out there
Because
with Creflo.
you remember the cat from Brooklyn, the one who got the one who had like the Rolls Royce, but then his church got robbed or whatever. He faked it.
He staged that shit. Yeah, he staged it. Yeah.
Hey, like you remember when he first came, because he did like a long prison bid. Then he came off this flossing, going at every event, getting his name out there to the public eye. So you breaking it down. That's how you get started though. Like you be around the who's and the Christianity, like little crew or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. They
Because
flipping it.
if you know yo,
Cause back in
man,
the days, Jay Z
That Bible game, man.
is
Yo,
is
man,
is
you
getting
know the
gangster, yo.
Bible. If you know the Bible, bro, you could get that bread, my nigga.
Nigga, look at the internet now, nigga. Everybody up here reading the scriptures.
I don't know how to do
Nigga,
that shit. I just can't lie, and I don't know the Bible
nigga,
thoroughly.
when
Like,
I saw Super Sly put a scripture in the title of his video,
oh yeah,
nigga, I
yeah, yeah.
knew it was over. Nigga, I knew it was over. Nigga, I
I
knew
seen
we were
that shit.
done.
Yo, what you put Matthews or some shit? I don't know. I
When
don't
I
know.
seen that nigga, I was like, it was over, dog. It's
Yo,
over,
that nigga
dog.
do, fam. He night, yo, fam. I'll be right back though, yo, because I gotta punch in. I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah. But yo, that when I seen Super Slide putting verses in his title, in his biblical verses in his title, when I seen Super Slide preaching, I was like, yeah, 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 we there, we there, yeah, we there now. We are fish. We got to be there. If niggas, if this nigga preaching, yeah, we there, yeah, we there. We all the way there, and there ain't no way around it. There ain't no way around that. You know. But it's been about an hour and a half, man. I gotta get up in the morning and take my ass to work, man. I'll probably jump up here. Yep, and probably jump up here in a little in a little while and talk some more stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get a lot of viewers. I'm glad I got the viewers I did get. Shoot, boy. I'm glad I got the people to
Hello?
watch that did watch.
Hello?
So I'm glad I got the people that watched that did watch, man, because this kind of content usually don't get no kind of viewers because it's not. It don't make you feel. It ain't. No, it make you really have to look at what the society and what you praising and what you giving your energy to. And
I
we
just
all.
happened I just happened to be scrolling through YouTube. I found out you were live and your title was enticing enough for me to participate. That's why I'm here.
Well, thank you.
Of
Do you
course.
think? Do
Thank
you
you
think
too.
that Christianity should have the should how is Christianity going to get that influence over society without using this seven mountain doctrine? Do you think Christianity alone, just basic Christianity is alone is good enough to gain that popularity amongst the society?
I think that society evolves in cycles, or rather revolve. Like there are cycles that repeat themselves. You know how there's nothing new under the sun? Cycles of society repeat themselves. There was a time when people were unreasonable and relentless about making sure that people saw things quote unquote their way. And this is the cycle that's happening. It's it, it's it's a determination to stomp out opposing views to those who are most determined. It's a battle of who wants it more. That's what That I remember during 9/11, there was this mosque that was going to be in the vicinity, and some guy on a TV show called The View was saying he thinks it's wrong that a mosque is in the vicinity of where the twin towers went down, because he believes that all Muslims are bad. So in his mind, he's determined to believe that all Muslims, quote unquote, all Muslims are bad. As far as he's concerned, if you are with them, you are against us. And this is the cycle that we're approaching. We're approaching the cycle of, if you are with them, you are our enemy. There's no, gray line. So that's the cycle, unfortunately, that we're approaching. Keep in mind, politics back in the day, when there were decency standards in media, where people were actually they were ordered, subpoenaed, to sit before Congress to defend themselves about whether or not they are Americans, in terms of their ideology. you know It's like, are you with the Communist Party? There are people that were being randomly accused of being communists just because they had an opinion that opposed the majority. And so
Well,
this is the cycle we're approaching now.
But don't you know
Christian
that's the most
nationalism,
random book?
Chri- Christian nationalism is communism. It's just ran under Christianity.
But
I
I'm
mean,
Yeah,
think
hearing that's the
Martin.
most.
Mhm.
it's about who wants it more. That's what it's about. Um, and that's just been throughout humanity. Who wants glory the most?
Yeah,
And when you can get people to congregate with you and agree to your side of thinking things, and those numbers build up, then there's strength in numbers. So you're going to win. And the problem is that a lot of people are so divided that they haven't built up the numbers to oppose what they're against. So we can have all these opinions and talks and panels, but the fact still remains that we as Black people, we're divided amongst one another. And
that's a fact.
there's strength in numbers. So what do you think is going to happen when you get people with opposing views that are determined to
Yeah.
strengthen their numbers against us? We
No,
have
I
to come
agree.
together as a people, or we're doomed.
Yeah,
And
I agree with you.
that's just what it is.
No, Mella, I agree with you because you got people who gonna carry on. Say what you want to say, but they're gonna carry on Charlie Clerk legacy. You know what I'm saying? Do right now trying to carry on his legacy.
And
Who carry on? Who trying to
they're
carry on
determined.
as who trying to carry on Martin Luther King? Who trying to carry on Martin Luther King legacy?
Yeah, it's something
You know
about
what I
our
mean?
people there's something about our people that are easily distracted from unifying.
They
There's something about our
hijack.
people.
Yeah, I know.
They hijacked
It's
Martin
like,
Luther
next thing you know,
King.
we looking at OnlyFans, and now all of a sudden we distracted. Next thing you know, we
Yeah.
looking at Housewives of Atlanta, and now we're distracted. Like,
I
there's
never
something
had an
about us.
OnlyFans page, bro.
You're you're
That's
you're
crazy.
you're borking a little bit. Your connection could be
Oh my.
clearer. Oh, it's okay. It's
How
okay.
about now?
I can hear you in
No, I'm just
pieces.
saying. I'm just saying that I never had an OnlyFans. Like certain things, like I'm not subjective to that. I know I'm wild on these panels or whatever, but if brothers actually had like a real Patreon or something, like dudes, like okay, yo, say your pastor started Patreon. I've been rocking with pastor for a minute. If he started Patreon, I'ma join it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it takes more than that. It takes it
I
takes
don't do that shit because I don't want. I'm you know I like actually just getting on YouTube talking to people from time to time. But like to make money on this shit, you got to play. You got to make the kind of money that niggas
you got to
want to
sell your
actually make.
soul to make money
You
on it.
got
Yeah,
exactly to
I
get
ain't trying
like
to do.
Anton and them. You
You
got
gotta
to
go
go a
through that
little
door.
bit.
You gotta go
You
through
got to
that
go a little
door.
bit deeper. You got to go a little bit
You gotta
deeper
go
in
through
this
that
shit.
door.
I mean, you got to be talking to people on Discord
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just it's too much, dog. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it to me
Those
personally.
are
To
my
me,
thoughts exactly.
I
I'm a
ain't trying to
persona.
spend no $300 on no course. Like, why
I'm a
should I?
persona, and that's all I. That's all I
Have you ever
can
spent
be.
$300 on a woman course, Mela, on like how to get married or whatever?
I
Like, will you
no,
ever
I
do that?
no, I don't. My money is for my child.
Oh
Okay.
no, I'm just asking because there's
No,
people who
yeah, I
spend a
don't.
lot of money
I,
on these
I
courses.
I think the most. I'm trying to figure out what's the most. It was less than 100, and that was because I felt sorry for. Uh, I think it was Kaya. You remember Kaya? My neck, my back, lift
Oh
my
yeah,
foot
yeah,
to
yeah.
hammer.
I like Kanye. I like Kanye
So
real
so
fast.
Kaya
I like
and
that.
that T.S. Madison, they fell out. This was years ago, right?
Yeah,
They fell
what
out.
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck?
Yeah.
yeah,
They had a
yeah,
podcast together and it was going really well. And then one day Kaya just was like, I'm done, I'm through. And she walked off and she tried to do her own thing. And people were giving her the flux because she walked away from what would have otherwise been a successful, you know, evolution of that arrangement. And so I think I donated money to her, and that's pretty much it. I mean, maybe somebody got $20 out of me somewhere, or
yeah.
maybe
I know why they
for their
fell out.
birthday or something like that.
Yeah,
But I'm not
I
I'm
know
not
why they fell out.
I'm not into taking food out of my child's mouth. Like let's say for instance,
Mhm.
my child says he needs a certain amount of money for whatever reason,
Right.
and I think back on whether or not I was a addicted giver, to these YouTube panels, just addicted to
Yeah,
just like, hey, put my name on
I
the big
know.
screen with this donation. Put my name on the big screen with this donation. I don't do
I
that
had no
shit.
moment. I had no moments. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I had the
There are
moment.
people that get addicted to seeing their 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 statements broadcasted,
No, it ain't that.
on the
But
screen.
like, no, I'm not
Because
gonna lie
when
to
you're
you.
looking at
No,
$2, $2, $2, they just want to be seen. They don't
no,
believe in
no,
what
no,
that
no,
person is
no,
doing.
no.
They
It's
just want to
just
be
like
seen.
no, yo. So I'm gonna see that surface level. I'm gonna put myself out there, right? It is what it is, right? It's deeper than the core, right? Like it's like deeper rooted. I don't know, about the Scarface album. It's called deep rooted, but it's from the rooter to the tutor. Yo, we do believe in certain YouTube creators though, like they God figures, or like you got certain dudes in these or certain people in these spaces who lost their fathers, who lost their loved ones or whatever. So they wanna, or they had tragedies or whatever, went through traumatic situations. So they came in these spaces just looking for answers. And who donated big money, right? But then you got people who pocket watch how much they be like, oh, he donated $50 or he donated $100 in a month or whatever the number is. You know what I'm saying? And then they hawk you down like, okay, I want that person on my team or to be in my chat, but they come at it in the wrong way. There's a lot. It's
Because
just like
when
a
you find a
being
sucker,
a preacher. hold on. Is this like being the preacher? People donated to the preacher, but then them people, like I say, when your rent need to get paid, you don't get nothing back. Or when you have a medical crisis, you go to these YouTube creators, you know what I mean? You don't get nothing back out of your investment. You don't
Yeah,
get
I
nothing back.
that's yeah,
But
exactly.
they see it as a donation though. You
Exactly.
don't get no refund donating your money.
And you know what's even more insulting is that the person that has donated to that channel, I've seen them get clowned, like
Yeah,
disrespected and clowned. It's like, wait a minute, that person
I've
gave
been
you
through
like
that.
a lot of money, like, and you gonna disrespect them like that? So really,
Man,
your money doesn't count for anything. You're just content.
that's a fact. But that's what you had to go. See, that's what it's called going through growing pains. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people on YouTube who've been through growing pains. Like because you have faith in
Somebody
certain
pressed
YouTube
me about why I didn't
or even
donate
the
to
chat.
some channel I was on frequently,
Right. So you
and
on a whole nother channel, and then this person came to the channel where you at talking about
they
you.
were trying to sucker me.
Right.
Unfortunately, I saw it for what it was. Fortunately, but
Mm,
there are people that fall prey to the peer pressure, and I'm going to give you
right.
an acronym. I'm going to give you an acronym for that. Like people who encourage errors and ridiculous stupidity. Like it's just, you gotta, like, it's very important to think for oneself. It's very, very important, because what you don't want to do is wake up and kick yourself in the ass like, damn, why did I do that? So when you make,
Man,
there's nothing wrong with being generous if that's what you as an individual want to do. But for, to be baited into somebody switching you up, that impacts your self-esteem. I wouldn't recommend it. I would not.
I'm glad you said that, and like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't harp on it like, hey, like you ain't beat me in the head with it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, and you
Yeah,
got
I'm
some
not here
valid
to do
points.
that tonight. Maybe some other day. As a matter of fact,
Yeah, not tonight. I like that.
maybe,
I got the cool. I got the cool melon. So whoever listening to this, man, it is what it is. Y'all already
yeah,
took map
we
multiple
we could
shots at
play
me
another
before.
day, but I'm being
Yeah, no doubt.
yeah, I'm being
I'm
my
just giving
authentic
advice
self.
for the young people. I'm just giving advice for the young people, man,
Absolutely.
or the young people, male, female, whoever, cat, dog, fish, whoever come into the space. Tread lightly, man. Take care of your money wisely, man, because this thing can become overwhelming. People
It's the
got some good.
dopamine effect, right? It's like when you're caught
It
up
is,
in the
man.
wave.
Oh, say
When
that,
you're caught up
say
in
that,
the
say it.
wave,
That's why
you
they
wanna
talk to you.
ride that wave so high and so smooth and so
Oh,
glorious,
Lord,
and
Lord,
then you like, I don't even know these people. Like, I
right,
don't even know these people. Like, for real.
right.
When
Can't
you
even
think
get
about it at
$5
its
out of
core,
these.
you got it,
Can't
and
even get
it's not about
$5
being.
back.
It's nothing wrong with being generous. I want to dispel whether or not someone considers me a hater for donations. That's not it. What I'm saying is, I I really feel for people who regret it. It's like, if you do something, do it strong. Do it
Mm.
because you believe in what you're doing, as opposed to, well, I might as well, and that, all that wishy-washy. No, do what you do because you meant to do it. Don't do it because you see everybody else is doing it, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is like, um you know I mean, there are amounts of money that's not going to break us, right? you know a couple of dollars, hell, a couple of hundreds. There's money that's not going to break us, but what can break you is whether or not you refuse to admit you got caught up in the moment. And that's when you know what you're working with. If you are enjoying YouTube and panel discussions or observations, because you want to, that's cool. But if, like, for instance, somebody demanded that I cam up to join their live stream, right? And I'm not going to do that because that's not my persona. I have policies in which I operate, I'll explain why. I think my strength is in my anonymity. It would not. It would be a different landscape if I was to display, you know, my world. It would be a different landscape in terms of how people relate to me and how I relate to others. I'm pretty sure there won't be any complaints other than someone intentionally, trying to be mean spirited. But I would have to be prepared for that as well. And what I really like about not camming up is that it's one less thing to worry about in terms of people who are so mean spirited that they want to find out everything
What you
about
look
you.
like?
And no, they find out everything about you because they have a face to put to it. Because I can deny anything
Right.
anybody makes up about me because they have no face that I have authorized. Okay.
But
And
sometimes, do you think that sometimes we do indulge? I ain't mean to cut you off, Mela, but sometimes we do indulge and give off, like, we give more information to need be. You know what I'm saying? Especially
absolutely.
if
And
you
that's
know
not
that
a word.
content creator for a minute, like
Do
5 years. Say if you know that
do you know
you feel
there
me?
are people now
I ain't
that
trying to put no
are
names on it though. I'm just chilling.
there are people now that are exploiting people's addiction to being on panels, right? So much
What?
so that they will charge you to quote unquote not cam up. It's like it's a $25 no cam up fee, or they'll ask you in the back check, you gotta, show your face before you come on the panel and all this other kind of stuff. So it's
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yo,
and
I see that.
which is
I see that.
absolutely a different era of marketing than what I was first introduced to. There was no such thing as demanding anything from a guest panelist. As a matter of fact, your dumb ass need to feel privileged that somebody wants to talk to you. That was
Let
the
me
era
say
I
this.
came from. But
Yeah,
it's
same
not
shit.
like that
That's a
anymore.
fact.
People are
Nope.
bogus enough to assert that no, it's your privilege to talk to me. And it's like it's not. Like you ain't the only fish in the sea, person. You're not the only person that is having a conversation live on YouTube. Are you crazy? You think like you know and shout out to Jessica X, she stood her ground.
Oh, she made a bag. She made a bag in this space. That's out to Jessica A. She ain't even had to show her face, mother, right or wrong. She
That
made
was
a bag.
Yeah, she struck the iron while it was hot, and good for her. It
Oh, that's
was
how you say it. Iron
yeah,
Wallace.
she struck
I
the
like
iron while it was hot. It was like we told her, and I,
She
because she was
understood
on.
the mandate. She understood. She understood. She stuck to the. Like one thing about the 7 Mile mandate. One thing Charlie Kirk did. He stuck to the damn talking points. He never
that's a
He
fact.
moved
stayed on
away from
he
the
stayed
talking points.
consistent.
Never
He
wait.
stayed
Yep, he
consistent.
never waited. He never
And
wavered.
That's one thing. Jessica, if you big in this space, I would also look. I ain't even talking shit, but I think Fantastic good at keeping the talking point. I think Hood Servative. I think Hood Servative
Oh
good at
yeah.
keeping the talking point. Like
See, but
these niggas not gonna be.
everybody want to see her conservative cam up though. That's the craziest part though, because
Yeah,
her
we never
conservative
seen
he
Hood.
be
We
more.
never seen that nigga.
We never seen that nigga right out of all these
Everybody,
years.
I think we
But
we
I
I
think
think
not because you gotta understand. KS angry man. Say what you want about these dudes. They already set the precedents. Anton already set the precedents of how to cam up. You know what I
Yeah, we
mean?
seen these niggas. We seen these
It's like
niggas.
some of us, even me. I got a problem, certain shit. I don't want motherfuckers to see. I got gray in my beard. You know what I mean? I look kind of crazy, yo, when I don't got no haircut. Everybody got their own addictions of how they
Nah,
look.
man, that
Oh,
is
nah,
what it
I'm
is,
gonna keep
man.
it
You just
real. Some
yeah.
motherfuckers look crazy on camera. Certain motherfuckers
Well,
been on like we been doing this advertised shit for so long, bro. Motherfuckers be like, fuck it, man. I don't want motherfuckers to see me, but if you want to make some good money, you're gonna have to cam up one day, bro. You're gonna have to. I done seen you cam up. You ain't give a fuck. I remember when your channel was booming at one point. I don't know, you know what I mean? It was booming. Everybody fuck with you, bro. Then everybody steal your shit. Yo, guess who stole your shit?
Who?
Fantastic
Who?
stole your shit with the condom shit. Like, yo, females need to use condoms. You know what I mean? Who you broke that down, bro? I was right here with you,
We talked about how it's way cheaper for women to
bro.
buy condoms than it is.
Bro, you said the female condoms was more effective than the male condoms, bro.
Yeah.
Why this nigga say that shit right on him? He said your shit right on him, bro. And he never talked about no female condoms ever. Ever. Nigga, I've been on here forever. He never talked about that shit. So ain't no
Mm-hmm.
telling who watch you, bro. And then you even
Mike
show
TV. Was it Mike TV?
how the female condoms better in the in the video you pulled up. Yes, it may cost more, but then you broke it down. You broke it all the way down. Yo, this nigga used that same shit, bro. I'm like, nigga, you be sky watching niggas, bro.
Man,
You
Mike
sky
TV.
watch passing, bro.
Mike TV stole my shit on Pearl. It's I mean, I'm like,
Who?
and
What
that's
you
another
you
reason.
talking my TV who was living in the um who gained his girlfriend out of mad bread?
Yeah. That nigga used my Pearl shit. But man, I honestly though, man.
Oh yeah, they did. They did jack your shit.
But I mean, I don't be
Wow.
caring. That's what
They
I'm saying.
did.
I
All
don't.
them niggas. Hold on. Let me defend you real quick. Fuck that. All them niggas who went on Obsidian shit when he had Pearl up there. Them niggas was talking about how they man. I never seen them niggas. How the fuck they manosphere? I never seen none of them. Nigga. We put the boots to ass. It was us. Ain't none of us go up there, did we?
Nope.
I ain't see
Nope.
you go up there. I ain't go up there. I ain't see no real manosphere niggas. No, I
I
mean,
ain't going at all.
fantastic guys went up there, but he was asking about the numbers. He was like, how you build your channel and how you get the numbers. He was asking questions like that, bro. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
nigga, if you want to know that, nigga, why the fuck you ain't go on her platform?
That's
If it was
that's
like
because
that, my nigga, why the fuck you ain't go to the Obsidian meetup? Because all he did was leech though, cause he like the op hop, you know what I'm saying? He go with everybody who's boom, who's popping at the moment. You feel me? First he was with Cuda, that was Mental Spirits Point 3. You understand me? Talking about the tech shit. Cuda was talking about getting the fucking microphone shit, and Fantastic was going against that shit. Cause because you see, he still get drowned out when he in certain battles though. You feel me?
mm-hmm.
He don't got the right microphone when but yo, you know what I mean? But he doing his thing, man. You know what I mean? He Navy, he did his thing for
Yeah.
a lot of years, 20 years. So salute to that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
But
honestly, I
then,
think
but then niggas hated on y'all because y'all was trying to build the medical bros. But
I was
you
trying to,
remember
and
you,
I was trying to build that shit up.
brother, man. You feel me?
Y'all was trying to build that shit up just because I wanted brothers to just have another outlet rather than just
Builder spirit, my
bashing
nigga.
bitches all day. Like we could talk about like this medical shit. Like talk about like there's so many
Yeah,
like niggas in these spaces got like niggas in these spaces got a lot of like niggas in these spaces got a lot of skill, dog. And that's one thing about that
that's a
seven mountain
fact.
man. That's one thing about that seven mountain mandate, dog. It's gonna take all the skills of their constituents and make something of it, which is going to give them that domination and control over our society. Because all we've been trying to do is argue with each other, be smarter than each other, have more facts than each other, steal from each other, all kinds of crazy shit.
Yo, that's what I'm about to do. Yo, when the weather get better, I already had my I needed to get it again though. My OSHA, I'm gonna get my OSHA card back again. But since the OSHA 10 is obsolete, I want the OSHA 30, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to get into the medical field because I did a little bit of it, like I only did transport though. Like you know how you transport the patients and
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, that's my gift. That's my gift. But I like working in the ER because I working at a hospital. Yo, I've been in the hospital field for so long, but I never thought about moving up into the rankings. And I'm getting older now. So I just want to have more skills under my belt. You know what I mean?
Man,
Especially doing
dog,
this federal shit. I'm
they
doing this
always
federal shit.
need they
Yep.
always need more black EMTs and paramedics and
Oh,
nurses and
AT.
like you ain't gotta go always be no damn. And this is another thing I don't like about these spaces, yo. They act like if you ain't a medical doctor, you just ain't shit. No, I'm not a
Yeah, that's
medical doctor. I ain't no medical doctor, dog. I ain't go to school. I ain't go to school for 12. I ain't go to school for 8 years plus a residency. Do that shit. I did
right,
not do
right.
that
Okay.
shit. But I ain't no idiot either, right? So we gotta stop like diminishing niggas. Cause in these spaces, if you ain't the top of the top, you don't matter. Like if you like you can't be a if you ain't a lawyer, you can't be a paralegal, nigga. You gotta be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like you
No,
can't be a nigga on the internet
no.
making
Let me
this
stop.
talking
Let me
real
stop your
shit.
tracks. Let me stop you in the tracks. You the only dude that I know on YouTube. Homie, you put your mom, you brought your mom on this platform. You brought your
Hmm.
mom and your dad on your platform. And they cool as hell.
Yeah, my parents cool
And
too.
you
Yeah.
ask your mom some hard questions, bro. I never seen none of these dudes from the biggest content creator to the smallest content creator actually put their moms on it. Bro, you put your moms on the platform.
Yeah.
Interviewed her and all that. And she was cool as hell.
Yeah, my mom cool as hell, man. But you know,
One of
I
the
established
greatest
that.
lives, one of the greatest lives I witnessed. So I just wanna give you your flowers while you still here, bro.
Well, thank you, brother.
On Halloween, you know what I'm talking about? And you know I'm an ancient ass nigga, you know what I mean? But yo, you my brother in this YouTube shit. You know you
Well,
my
thank you,
brother, bro.
man. You my nigga too, man. 'Cause you know, the reality of it is, I was wondering why nobody ever really like nobody ever talked to their parents up here before.
Yo, I wanted to do I did it. I ain't do that, yo. What happened was I was going back and forth with somebody, and then somebody was asking me some craziness. But I only had my sister in the background though. And I was like, "Yo, didn't I do this? Didn't I do that?" And then she was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." But most people don't want to be on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But I was asking. Well, one of my homies want to do it, but he worked so much. You know what I mean? I wanted to interview him because you know how everybody got the jail videos, like how much time you did and be for the community. How can we save these kids? You know what I mean? All these kill your
Yeah.
boys and kill your girls. So I wanted to do content like that because right now it's like the dirty sector of YouTube. That's like the New York sector. You know what I mean? And you know, trying to save the youth. You know, with all these gang wars, gang violence. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I
And
wanted
they
to do
should be
that, but I think black folks we could do all of it. Why we can't
all of it.
talk about medical? Why we can't talk about know what I mean fucking getting your prostate checked out? I got my prostate checked out. How can we can't talk about you know what I mean? Shorty hit me. I done seen a post on Facebook with Shorty because you know how they got Facebook match or whatever. I'm on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook match. I don't give a fuck. Shorty put out a post. She was like, "Yo, I want to go on a date and go to the hospital and get checked for AIDS and all of that." So I hit her back up. I like, yo, I never heard that before in the post before. Like, yo, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. Our first date could be going to the doctor. Fuck going to Red Lobster.
That would
Fuck
be an
going to
interesting. That would be a very interesting date.
I'll put that on YouTube. I'll put that on YouTube. Me and Shorty
Hmm.
going to the doctor, getting checked for AIDS and all that. Cause I know I'm Gucci. I know I'm good. You on the dig? Like I don't care, bro. Like
Yeah,
I want to try. I want to bring some new. I'm tired of the gender war shit. I'm tired of the boyfriend girlfriend shit conversations. My nigga, most of you niggas been married, had
yeah.
kids. We
We over
over the
the.
girlfriend and boyfriend experience.
We passed that shit. But the thing about it is, we got to get past having those conversations because
How do you have a lasting relationship in a household? If you and that person decide to come in a household, build a family, how do you make that last? How do you make
that
that last like your grandparents, like your moms, 20, 30, or 10 years, or however they'll push to last? Can we have those conversations? How do you make that last? You
exactly
understand?
because but you know what? While we not having those conversations and organizing them kind of conversations, you got places like and that's part of the Seven Mountain Mandate, dog. Family, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why you see these white. Why you see all these divorce laws changing and all this other stuff because I mean, because honestly, yo, there's. I looked at this Seven Mountain Mandate, and I know everybody wants to say, "Oh, that's evil. It's paganism. It's the devil." And I agree. A lot of it. At the end of the day, I agree what it is. But they got to
But
be.
peep
Man,
it
I'm
though.
not. There's some good in that shit too because there is some good in it, dog. I know overall is bad. You know how overall you can be a bad nigga or you can be a bad person, but have good traits.
That's a fact. Bro, like you said, right? You said this. You said Becky build better, bro. Go on TikTok right now. You got dudes that's locked up. There's a TikTok video that I just seen, bro. This dude is locked up and he dealing with a cop. It's on my Facebook. Yo, fam, you should go to my Facebook too. It's Edward
Mm, mm,
Kills.
mm.
Keeels. It's up. I got it up. It's on my Facebook. Go to my
I'm gonna have to
Facebook.
check that out.
This nigga, this nigga is in prison and he dealing with a whole female cop in the real world. She throwing up gang signs and everything, bro. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is actually having it their way. You
Well, you
understand?
seen Young Thug
Young
lawyer
Thug
went
got a
to jail.
scientist. Young Thug got a scientist, bitch.
You know, it's an interesting world we
Is
living
she a
in,
real
man.
scientist? Is she a real scientist? I don't know. You heard?
It's an interesting world we living in right now. All I know is
Bro, you
the
had
gang is getting bigger.
you had the dude of the BGF, right? The BGF. He was the BGF of Washington D.C. That's the Black Gorilla family. Do you know how many CEOs, female CEOs that he got pregnant, bro?
There you go.
He's the
Cause I
leader. He's the leader of the Black Gorilla family, right? The Black Gorilla family is an old organization, right?
back
This
to that
dude
money
got
thing, yo.
so many. Yo, bro, it's about It's about influence,
It's
power,
about
clout.
exactly. It's forget the money. Exactly. I'm glad you said that, yo. Forget the money. I said it's the money thing, but forget the money because once you get to a certain amount of money, what is money? What is money once you get to a certain amount of that
What
shit?
is money what is money to like Mark Zuckerberg or Trump or all of these big dude who I don't even know all these dudes. Right now, it's about the influence. It's about when I walk into the room, even small like Alpo, right? I'll take it like Alpo. He got an interview. He said everywhere I go, people just know who I am. Oh, yo, fam, man. Hey, yo, fam, man. I take this picture of you. Yo, man, I've been watching you since I was a little kid. Imagine being that dude. Oh, yo, man, I've been watching you. Yo, man, on YouTube.
So
I've
if we
been
know
watching
how
you,
big,
man. for like 5 years, 10 years on YouTube, man. You done changed my life, man. That's
I've actually heard.
power.
I've actually, you know what, yo, people can deny this shit. I've actually seen. I'm gonna admit this shit too, yo, because no niggas don't be admitting shit. I have actually seen people type that in the chat, an angry man chat. Now I could now they could now every people say that's a bot. You know, people could come up with all kinds of things. I've seen people actually type that in his live stream.
That nigga, that nigga, man, that ain't no bop, son. Like, okay, boom. I've been on Slide, right? I've been knowing Slide for a long time. You understand?
Yeah.
And he said this bops like how you I'm about to spin a block on you with the slices. I've been a slide shit since A1 day one, right? Since A1 day one. All I said was in this chat was have a conversation with AM or like he's live or whatever. You know what I mean? We done seen Sly hit Anton platform, had a conversation with him. We did we done seen Sly go whack Hooter, right?
Mm-hmm.
At work. Why you won't hit a young platform when he, you know what I mean? Me and you had a conversation when you was I was like, yo, fam, hit this link, bro. And you actually did it. Why
Yeah,
this
because
nigga
I
can't do it? Who been to jail? Sly been to jail. He been to the penitentiary. This nigga did he supposed to be a live wire, like a respectable dude in this community, change his life around. You know what I mean? He talked to the kids, whoop the wham, whatever. We all do that, bro. We all do that. But when it comes to this YouTube shit, you've been talking about AM for like what 10 years?
mm-hmm. You know why he won't do it? 'Cause he know he doesn't have the. I don't even know why he put up on Anton. He know he don't have the influence, man. Like, yo, we got to really talk about this whole influencers. Like, everybody want to get on YouTube and be an influencer or whatever. And yo, you got major organizations like Breitbart. Hold on.
Ugh.
Yeah, you got major organizations like Breitbart, Turning Point USA. Uh, you got all these organizations that understand the importance of influence. And they look, Turning Point USA is bringing in $250 million since 2016, and they did it all off of influence. Now they did it off using they use Christianity with their influence,
Right.
but at the end of the day, they was using influence.
And
Half the people that have, yeah,
that's how this YouTube shit is. People want to be influenced.
they want to be
You know what I'm
influenced,
saying?
Joe.
They
And
want to
I'm
be
not.
influenced, bro. And I ain't trying to knock, bro, because he did a YouTube, Sly did a YouTube short at me. He never said my name within that YouTube short. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll send it to you, bro. And like, he ain't say my name or nothing, but I know he was talking about me because I made a comment in his comment section. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, the audience shit. I don't know if you ever seen it, but
Mhm.
oh, it was like last week, bro. He was talking about me. Swear to
Man,
God.
whenever
All
I
I
believe
said
you,
was,
yo.
AM live right now. Go to his live because you know when him and Kuda was going at it, fam, he came at me, was like, yo, go talk to Kuda and like calm that shit down. You know what I mean? That's your man's in them. Cause niggas be sky watching. Niggas be watching me for a long time, bro. And they know I'm
Mhm.
mad cool with Kuda. I done been to battles. I didn't when I left Angry Man shit, then I went to platinum shit. Then I seen me and Fantastic used to go at it because I did that because I was trying to hold down Cuda. You feel
Mhm.
me? And you
Yeah.
feel? See, people don't even know that, bro.
Yeah. No, but not because honestly, that's the problem, dog. Like that's the reason why you will never, and that's just why that seven. Look, Joe. What did they do to Charlie? Yeah, what did they do to Charlie Kirk when he got out of line, dog?
Man, they assassinated him, man.
They took that nigga the fuck out, dog. And
Yeah, I've been
black
watching
youth,
you for too long. I've been watching you for too long to understand. Like, yo, they take the good ones out, bro.
they take the good yo. If you get out of line, yo, but see, the thing about it is, black YouTube ain't ready for that level of accountability, my nigga. We
That's a
not.
fact. That's a
We
fact. That's
not,
a fact.
dog.
That's a
Black
fact.
YouTube. If you get out of line, let's check this right. You say you got the manosphere, you got the manosphere adjacent niggas and blase,
Man, these
right?
niggas is grimy as hell.
Because there's no
These
consequences to
niggas
you getting
act
out of
like politicians. Nigga,
but there's
the
no
fuck?
consequences to you getting out of line in the black manosphere. There's no consequences to that shit. Nigga, once you
Man, the
join the Seven
consequences,
Mountain,
your channel ain't gonna go nowhere. They gonna disparage you. They gonna talk about your kids. They gonna talk about your wife. Niggas did this shit here, bro.
I get it, yo, but you can make it past that, yo. When you start getting in there with
If
them
you
white
don't,
boys,
if you, a lot of niggas didn't. Some niggas committed. A lot of certain niggas committed suicide because they couldn't
that
deal with
yeah,
the
that
shit,
is
bro.
that is true. There was some
I
niggas
heard about that. What about the
that
LA situation?
what
I mean,
renegade.
Vegas. Old boy deleted the old boy and his wife.
Yeah, and there was a dude a couple of years ago. There was a brother. There was a brother a couple of years ago named Renegade, and he
Right. So
he blew
YouTube
his
ain't
head
real
off.
though. YouTube ain't real, but motherfuckers
Nigga
out
blew his
here
head
deleting.
off.
YouTube ain't real though. YouTube not real, but motherfuckers out here getting deleted though.
I believe he
Sly
killed
said
him.
that. Sly said YouTube ain't real.
Mm mm. A
YouTube
certain
ain't real,
aspect
but
of
you got a whole beef sector. You got Mo 3 sector. You got beef sector. You got the dirty sector, and these motherfuckers be going to battle,
man,
linking up
YouTube
with each
so
other.
real. YouTube so real that I suggest niggas only be on this bitch 3 months at a time.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's how real YouTube is, yo. Because I think Super Sly, he another nigga that has entered the metaverse and shit. Nigga, that nigga be covering all kinds of shit. And no, and then
Yeah,
be
that nigga
wrong
do be
half the
covering some
damn
shit. I be
time.
like, nah,
Eh,
but the one I liked it, yeah, I don't know. See, I don't know that deep shit he be getting into like that. See, you know that shit. You know that shit. But I like
That
when he
nigga,
talked about like his last, like last week he was talking about like how dudes got like the man boob shit, and like how they got to get surgery for that shit.
got a
Got
massacre.
titties, got guys
hmm
what?
It's called gynomastia.
Got
Like
emasculated. Yeah,
mass, mass is like yeah, it's like male breast, yeah. But you know, we were talking about that when we were talking about niggas getting beat. Remember we were talking about niggas getting BBLs back in the days.
oh, what? Fab. You gotta put. You need to throw some old clips out there. You just need to throw them out there, bro. You just need to just like
I
fuck it.
erased all that shit, all that like
Ah,
that shit
bro, we was talking,
that
bro.
that
We
shit
was
had
talking
that
about.
when me and Auntie up here wilding the crazy shit. Auntie used to do up this motherfucker nigga. Auntie used to do some
Yeah,
crazy shit up here,
yeah.
dog.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
AT
So
my
due to
nigga,
my
AT
bro,
my nigga, but AT came up here and gave me some crazy content. That nigga was wilding, boy. AT was wilding, man. And I erased
bro,
that joint because I never really realized the thing about it, yo. I see why people make so much different type of content, yo. Cause you really don't know what type of YouTuber you really want to be. I would like to make religious content. I like to make medical content. I like to make, conspiracy content. I mean, so niggas into so much shit, you know what I'm saying, that we gotta,
I think you would be good over there by like Brother Sanchez. Brother Sanchez got a dope platform too, yo.
yeah, with the
I don't know if
conspiracy
you rock
niggas.
with him. Yeah, yo, but yeah, dumb niggas be on some conspiracy shit. But he got balanced thought a little bit though, like a lot. Like
Yeah, I like
he
yo
real
Sanchez got a good channel. He got a good
yeah,
channel, but
I be too. I be like, damn man, like especially when he dealing with Jesus and God, man, yo, he break
mm-hmm.
that shit down, bro.
And
I
he
be
don't
like,
even be he don't even really be beefing that much like that.
ah, he don't beef, he be chilling. But the other niggas who be on the platform be beefing though. The other like the other motherfuckers who hit the platform be going at him with
Yo,
each other. But
I went on the Amazing Lucas.
oh what?
Yeah, me and Mello was on his channel
No, I like
one
Amazing.
time.
No, Lucas is dope though
We was
because
on
he
that
did
bitch.
this shit. What the
His
fuck is his
content
name?
actually getting better and better. I actually like.
It
Look,
gets
I
better
like this.
because
He getting better. He's standing on his own. I like how he going against the. He going against he even though he not calling out the Seven Mountain Mandate. He technically going to. He know what it is. He know what it
yeah,
is.
like
He
you
know what it
remember, like
is.
his thumbnails be catchy though because
Yeah,
he put the white person into the black person shit. You know what I mean? Like his thumbnails is catchy.
yeah. His
So
shit getting
it's one of
better.
yo. He said, "What if?"
And
He said, "What if old boy on the what the fuck old boy yo who did the stabbing shit Carmelo." He was
yeah.
like, "What if the other dude was black or some shit?" Like you know how he do the switchy woo shit. He
Well, he
switch it
put the
up.
shoe on the other side, but the thing about it is, you got to think about this
Yeah,
nigga. Yo, this nigga came out of the Seven Mountain Mandate. That's where, yo, honestly, that's where Amazing Lucas
I
come out. He
never
come
knew
out
that.
of
I never knew
because
that. Yo,
check
I
this
like
right.
amazing.
You know he was with Charlie Kirk and
Oh,
Candace
when he
Owens at
first
one
started.
point.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
He
fact.
was a
That's a
part of
fact.
he was a part of Blexit. He was part of TPUSA. He was part of Blexit. He was part of Seven
Oh,
Mountain Mandate. So
wow.
he internally knows what the fuck is going on. The
Mhm.
day he made some content, dog, and he said some shit that he probably wasn't technically supposed to say. He was like Candace Owens isn't that smart. He was like, what happens is you go to he's like you go to these TPUSA, and that's what I was trying to read to people. They've been coming up with these talking points. You know how the manosphere had talking points since the early 2000s,
Yep.
and niggas just pick
I
them up
know
and
some
keep.
of it. I know a little. I know a little bit, but I think Kuda know way more than what
Yeah.
I know a little because I only been in here like since like I say like 2015.
Well, these talking points that they got have been since 1975. And
Oh yeah,
Candace
yeah,
ain't
yeah. Yo,
smart.
I didn't watch. I didn't watch some of them old videos. I didn't watch some of them old videos and shit.
So Candace is not smart. She's been grilled on the Seven Mountain Mandate talking points at
Oh,
nauseum to the point where she good at memorizing and she memorized them and learned them enough to be effective on the internet. But I do not think that now if you really look at Candace Owens, what she be saying and what she be talking about, she really ain't that smart. And I was like, damn, you're right, yo. All she doing is reiterating talking points that this organization gave her. And I think he knows that because they tried to indoctrinate him with the same talking points. But what he said what made him get out of TPUSA is they kept being super racist towards black people. And I guess they didn't give him a Becky. See, they gave Candace Owens a white husband. So she went along with it. They didn't give Amazing Lucas no bad Becky. They didn't give him no Charlie Kirk wife looking bitch. So that's why he said I'm out of here.
but you gotta
If
look
Amazing
at it.
Lucas would have now if he would have got him a bad Becky, that nigga might not be making it. That nigga might would have stayed over there.
Yeah, I'll agree with you because that's the same shit with the Manosphere dude. Know what I'm saying? Because they once was with the white manosphere people, but they wasn't talking about like the concerns of black people or black men. You know what I mean? So they
So if
had
the
to part
white
ways.
manosphere would have cared a little bit, them niggas would have never
Them
delineated.
niggas don't care, man. When did the white man ever care about y'all black asses? That's what I'm
No.
trying to figure out. When in the white, you supposed to get what the fuck you get out of their asses. You know what I mean? Whatever you get out of them and keep it pushing.
Them niggas
When did
tried
the
to
white man
join.
ever care? When did the white man ever cared in history for the black with the black common man?
That's what I'm saying. You
Go
get
listen
people
to that
like
song. David Ruffin. David Ruffin made a song called Common Man. Right or wrong?
exactly, he did. But see, they'll pick up certain acts like ABL, Candace Owens. They'll pick up certain
Man,
black acts.
when did the devil ever care, Bill? You gotta watch the Devil Advocate. You gotta watch Constantine. I ain't
Oh, that's
watched the
one. The
whole
Devil's Advocate,
Constantine.
one of my favorite movies, yo, with Keanu Reeves and
Yeah.
Al
So
Pacino.
imagine Keanu Reeves was a black man. When the motherfucker ever cared?
Never. He left that. He had that nigga so strong. Man, the devil had that nigga so strung out. He thought because he was winning all those cases and shit, he thought he was him. That
Right.
devil
And that's what
at the
most of
end,
these niggas be thinking. The higher you go up, nigga, the higher the devil is. So however, nigga, every level
yeah.
is a different devil.
Every
Every
level's a
level is a
different devil.
different devil.
And at the end of the day,
And
they
my
left that nigga was left isolated. His wife, she left him, took off back to Florida. That nigga was
yeah,
completely isolated to the devil's work. And I think that's what ended up happening with a lot of these content creators. Man, they got Candace Owens in a bad situation. You know that's why ADL he kind of stepped back, yo, and Officer Tatum about to find
that nigga
himself in a
channel,
Candace Owens situation.
that nigga ATL channel booming though. That
It's
nigga got
booming,
like a
but it's
million.
booming, but he took a good step. He
Since
took a
he left
step
this
back
place.
in a good
Yup, that's a
direction.
fact. Yup, that's a
He
fact.
can't
That nigga on
he
that
took a yeah,
politics. He on that politics shit.
but he don't go too far into that. See, notice your ABL play that shit
Right.
smart. He don't
He
go
don't
too
do the
deep in.
gender war shit. He don't
Yeah,
do the gender war
he
shit.
don't go too he don't go too deep into that gender war shit. He don't go too deep into that Israel Gaza shit. He don't go too deep. He don't go too deep where he have to pick a side. And I think that's one of the worst things that we did. Yeah, we went so deep in these talking points that you get forced on the side, and that creates warfare. You force niggas on you force niggas to be on different sides. And once you force niggas to be on different sides, nigga, we ain't got no choice but to fight. And that's just and Candace Owens, she done went so far. I think Amazing Lucas went so far on the left that he had to fight these niggas on the right. But he doing a good job. He doing a good job though. His shit pretty he doing
Yo,
pretty
that
good,
nigga
man.
shit. Son. I don't watch all of it though. But yo, far as I see, yo, he turned a whole new leaf. Like you
Hmm.
said, I don't know nothing about the mandate seven, whatever you did say. See, I be learning from you. You understand? Because
Like
I'm
brother.
not political. I'm like the old movie Sleepers. It's an old movie
Mm.
called Sleepers. And it's a bar scene. And like these dudes got violated yo when they was juveniles and everything like that. It's an old ass movie. And all they did was talk about no politics, no religion. You know what I mean? Let us kick it
That's
like men. Let's talk about football, basketball, baseball, but no politics, no religion. You know what I mean? That's me. But
hmm
I get the gist. But I get the gist what you talking about.
Well, I
I
grew
get
up
it.
in the AME Zion Church, and one thing I realized about growing up in the AME Zion Church is we in church, but this shit is way more political than it need to be. Like I'm telling you, the AME Zion Church is a political movement. I don't even know if it's a real. Me and my mom was talking about this last night, yo. Like I told my, I don't know if the AME Zion Church is a real church. I think it's just a political movement hiding behind church. Y'all used to bring in all them Democrat leaders and NAACP. I remember going to a black church, the AME Zion Church, right? And I remember them telling me that Barack Obama was the second Jesus. I was like, yo, this shit right here, wow, my nigga. Obama, mate, I ain't got no problems with Obama. To this day, I don't really got too many problems with. I don't got too many problems. I mean, that LGBT stuff that he was doing was out of line. That you know, making it so that everybody can get married. That was out of line. But overall, Obama won't that bad. Now Trump wilding, nigga. Trump is wilding right now, man. I need Trump to slow this shit down. He got to slow this shit down, man. We got to give
See,
these people these food
no,
stamps.
no, see, nah, cause Trump, hey yo, when our stimulus check was going on, yo, he was passing that money through. I never, the first time I got a letter was through Trump. Trump gave me a letter. You know what I mean? When he was giving out them stimulus checks, he let them stimulus checks fly. Did he not?
Well, during
It was like
COVID.
six. Yep, it was like six of them.
Yeah, but if you he gave them shit. He gave was that Trump or was that
That was
Biden?
Donald Trump. Yeah, that was no, that was Trump, my nigga. You got a
That
letter.
was
You
Trump.
got a
That
White
was Trump.
House.
That
It
was Trump
says
to give out
White House.
those
I
free.
need
Yeah,
to
that was
find
Trump.
my letter. I need to find my letter. It was a letter, nigga. You gotta come on now.
You right, Trump did because I got mine. I think I got direct deposit for a couple of dollars.
It was Bush gave us. I don't know. Yeah, you've been working a long time too. I think you gotta check with Bush administration too. It was some shit that went on, and Bush gave us like 600, depending on your work status. Come on now. Trump gave us some bread, but let me stick on the talking point. Trump gave us
Yeah,
some bread when that COVID shit popped off because we didn't know where that shit came from at the time. We were scared. You know what I mean? Shit. Nobody don't talk about that. Nobody don't talk about how Trump gave us stimulus checks. Six of them. Nobody don't talk about that. Nobody don't talk about how Trump stopped the war between the fucking small hats and the P. You know what I mean? He stopped that.
that
He let
that
shit
that
go.
deal that wasn't Trump. That was Trump's
That was Trump, bro. You
son-in-law.
could Google
It was
that
his
shit.
son-in-law. It was his son-in-law, Jared Kushner.
Mm-mm.
And
Nah, bro.
Gaza or nor Israel actually signed that deal. It was a good. It was a
Yeah,
good.
it stopped. It stopped for a minute. It stopped for a
Yeah,
minute. Like ceasefires only stop for like what 24 hours, whatever. And ain't gonna be. It's not permanent. You know what I'm saying?
it's it's
Then
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be when
come on, man.
niggas
A
break.
ceasefire, bro. A ceasefire is like Bloods and Crips. It's like a ceasefire gonna be like make sure the common folks could be able to go get their cans and goods and the kids could go outside type shit. But certain entities gonna do. It's not a guaranteed thing. It's not permanent. A ceasefire is just
It's
like
not.
a
It's not.
certain amount of
As
days.
much as you thought you negotiated, you right. It's never
Right, you using too
permanent.
much brain cells. You using too much brain cells for this shit.
Yeah, it's
You know
never
what I'm
permanent.
saying? And I know, even though we supposed to be Christian folks, whatever you are, whatever we do want permanent things. You know what I'm saying? But everything is not black and white, and everything is not ink. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, man. That damn, man, it's an old saying. The pen is the gun is mightier than the sword, right?
Oh, the pen is stronger than the sword. Yeah, it is.
But the pen is the final. Yep. But the pen is the final shit.
The law.
Pen,
The pen is the
the
law.
law,
The law. Yeah.
documentation without representation, or some shit like that, right?
Yeah. The pen is pretty rough. The pen is pretty rough. It's hard to beat the pen. The
But
pen documents and it
what
creates
about
laws. Yeah.
right? That's what I'm trying to get at because the only reason why I know that shit because I seen that in Training Day. You remember? He was
Mm-hmm.
like documentation without representation when he stole all that when Denzel stole all that money from that white dude and then he got all that money from the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Then he smoked all them goddamn cigarettes. That was
Yeah,
one of the greatest things that I love. I'm like, what the fuck do he mean by documentation without representation? What the fuck that
man,
mean?
if it ain't documented, it ain't done.
Oh, okay. I never understood that
So you
though,
can
dog.
steal all that money long as you don't document what was there.
So how
Um,
much money America stole when goddamn when all that fucking money was in the blue? Okay, in the blue bag. You remember when that was the Gulf War.
yeah.
with all that
Well,
money. You see, we seen that on live video with all that money wrapped up in blue shit.
oh
Who
yeah,
was
they
the
stole a
president
bunch
of
of
that
money.
country? That was when old boy was found in that goddamn hole. What the fuck his name? Yo, he was the president of in the Gulf War. What the fuck his name is was?
Hold on, you saw the president finding out. Oh, we're talking about Bin Laden.
Yeah, you remember? You remember when they found all that money? It was wrapped up in blue and blue like blue tape.
I do remember them finding a lot of money, but
They
they
found yo,
America been doing this. Like, yo, you remember when Trump
how
said
the
that
fuck
him and
how the fuck we in $1 trillion debt and America been taking money from other countries?
been
Been
stealing? No,
taking
no,
that
no. We've
after
been stealing
after they
from each other. We've been stealing from each other. Look, yo, you remember when Trump said he was gonna go to Fort Knox and open the vault so that all the Americans can see the gold? Nigga,
yeah
we ain't
right. I
seen
got
that gold yet.
we ain't seen that gold, bro. I ain't seen no goddamn gold. I seen Africa got some goddamn gold.
Man, Trump is not
You heard
about to
about
show y'all.
Africa got like $1 trillion worth of gold or some shit. They done found some gold.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why they control the gold prices too. They can get. You remember when they had that earthquake in Haiti and they found that gold vein in that shit?
Yup, that's a fact. Yup. That's a
Dog,
fact.
they been
Yup.
stealing for a long time.
Yo, what's that young president like of Africa? He like 30, like 33 or some
Um,
shit.
treat the
Top- I
he
don't know
had a
how to say that.
He had a Burkina Faso.
Yeah, yo, he doing his thing, bro. If everything fails, I'm moving it. I'm moving where he at.
They gonna kill they little well, yeah.
Everybody there got bikes. Everybody there got motorcycles and shit. Like he giving out shit.
That's
And
communism.
he ain't even
That's
fucking with he ain't fucking with the British like that. He kicked them out.
he with the Russians though, but
And he kicked out mad white people. And he had like mad attempts on his life.
he with the Russians. See, the thing about it is, I think that black
Man,
people are. I think
man,
black
what's
people
wrong
actually
with see, I don't want to say his name, but I think you probably already would have
Vladimir.
read because nah, nigga, Putin.
Yeah, Putin. Yeah, Vladimir. His name Vladimir Putin. Yeah,
Son, son, you think Putin could fuck with that nigga?
yeah.
Nah, bro.
He
Putin is
under
on a different
Putin.
level.
He under Putin.
Nah. I think they on the same level. Do you know? Do
They
you
work. They they
know?
they
Do
they,
you
they,
know
they working
that
together. They
young
working
man?
together.
Do
They
you know
working
that
together at
young
least.
man when he first became president? You know what I'm saying? He kicked everybody out, and all the motherfuckers came back at him, trying to assassinate him, bro. Do you know how many attempts he had on his life?
A lot.
Because
The
you
thing.
can't even because right now you don't even know how Putin became in power. That's wash. You
You
don't
don't
even
even know
know
how.
how the
No,
fuck
no, well,
how that Putin
Putin.
became in power. Nobody could break
He
that
used
shit
the
down. Throw it.
he used the Wagner Group. It's a group called the Wagner Group that commits terrorist attacks. They still doing that shit now. And him and the Wagner
You
Group
talking about greater. You talking about greater than the GK G no.
is
What the fuck
MX5.
was it called? The
He
GKB
was part of that Secret Service shit too. But he used the Secret Service,
GKB or some shit, right?
the KGB.
The KGB, my bad. Yo,
Hmm.
I didn't say the whole gang. I done said a whole nother
No,
gang
no,
out of
no.
Chicago.
You were close enough. See, Putin was
I'm trying to.
KGB. He was KGB, but
Oh,
the people that helped him get in were ex
they need wiped
KGB.
everybody out. They need wiped everybody out.
Yeah, because the people that helped him were ex KBG that joined another group called the Wagner Group in Russia, and them niggas is still doing shit to this day.
That's a fact.
Blowing shit
That's a
up,
fact.
setting shit on fire. Them niggas is Russia got some who you think was doing all that Russian propaganda in America with during the election? It wasn't Putin. The reason why they couldn't find no that Putin was colliding with Trump, it wasn't actually Putin. It was the Wagner group. It was still Russia. It was the people
Wagner.
weren't wrong. They
Wagner.
weren't wrong when they said it was
Who the
Russia.
fuck is the Wagner? Who the fuck is the Wagner?
The Wagner Group is they're ex-military. Imagine
Oh,
imagine if a bunch of Marines in America just got together and
Right.
said,
Oh,
"Fuck it, we gonna run. We gonna take this country."
man.
And they started doing terrorist
A
attacks
bunch
throughout
of
the country to
motherfuckers.
make everybody afraid.
Yeah.
Also, it's some
That is
interesting
like
stuff
how
going on.
motherfucking how how like ex bikers get together, then they made their own groups, the one percenters and all that shit.
Half them
Or
niggas
even
ex-military.
you got ex military, you got ex military who join coalitions.
They joined militias. That nigga
They
that
join
did that drive by on the boat. You know that nigga that did that drive by on the boat in North Carolina a couple of
oh
months. That nigga was
yeah.
ex-military. That nigga was-
Wow, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
These ex-military niggas, I'm trying to tell you, dog, it ain't
Oh,
just
the other
Russia.
one. What about the other one? The one that went to the church. He was a veteran.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
church, yo. He shot everybody in the church and burned it down.
That nigga, you talking about in Minnesota?
Yeah, bro.
Not Minnesota. What was it? No, it wasn't Minnesota, but it was. I know
I don't
exactly
know.
what you're talking
Don't get
about.
me. Don't get me lying. But I know his
No,
old
no, I know what
ass.
you're talking
His
about. He
old ass
burnt
was
down
a
that Mormon.
veteran.
He burnt down the Mormon church, nigga. The Church of
That was
Jesus
a
Christ
Mormon
Latter Day
church.
Saints. It was a Mormon church.
Wow. Yeah,
It was
his
right
old
after Charlie
ass.
Kirk, nigga. Right after Charlie Kirk, he burnt that.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, Charlie
Yep.
Kirk
Yep.
was cool
Yep.
with the Charlie Kirk was cool with the Mormons and the Catholics. So you ain't got to be a Christian to be down with the seven mountain. You ain't got to technically be a Christian. Now I know a lot of people say Mormons are Christian, but Mormons ain't Christian, man. And Catholics, they say they Christians too, but Catholics ain't Christians either. We
Damn.
delineate we
That,
delineated from them niggas. We left them niggas. We left them.
yeah.
But look, man, I
I
gotta get
get
ready
it.
to go to. I gotta get ready to get up and get to work in the morning, my brother. It was good talking
Nah,
with you.
you
I gotta get
good.
this sleep.
Yeah, man. I'm off, man. I do this federal shit, man.
Oh, that's
That
what's
shit
up.
be crazy, man. Yeah, nah, man. It ain't what's up right now, man. It's on the shutdown. But luckily, my family been holding me down. We ain't getting paid, but I still take my ass
Oh,
to
you,
work, though.
y'all are on that furlough, furlough.
Yeah.
And that's crazy thing about it is because a lot of them senators and people they still getting paid.
Hell yeah, certain motherfuckers.
I
But
think
I'm just
Donald
glad
Trump
I still
still
got
getting.
a job. I be doing side jobs though.
Trump still getting paid. JD
Man,
Vance still getting.
Trump always
Them
gonna get
niggas getting
paid.
paid.
Nigga, that's the
All the senators getting paid.
what I said. Ain't no them motherfuckers can be there. Ain't no retirement. Them motherfuckers gonna be there till they die. Know what I'm
So
talking
they can
about?
afford to lose a couple of checks.
A lot of checks, bro. I learned that through cerulean, but like even with the we want reparations, but guess through the phone what the fuck that bill was called, right? Quote me if I'm wrong. It's the damn, it's what Cerulean used to talk about. The foreign policy bill. Everybody got their bread. Nigga, you got motherfuckers in huts right now driving Lamborghini Diablos, whatever them shits called, dog. Mark, know what I mean? The most expensive car living in some of the worst environments, you heard?
You do got that. Some African Prince niggas got some nice stuff.
Man, what? Legendary shit, bro.
Nice
Them
stuff.
motherfuckers probably
Nigga,
got them motherfuckers probably got paintings of Mike Tyson somewhere right now, yeah.
they
In
got
the
paintings
slum.
of ancient art, nigga. Like
Niggas
fucking.
walking around with a hyena right now, nigga. Actually, we talk about hyenas in these spaces, but these niggas probably got literally hyenas, nigga, as a pet.
Mm-hmm. Cheetahs and shit.
Because the more America done gave to them niggas from the foreign bill policies.
Cheaters. You know, all them niggas in Dubai got cheaters and lines and shit. They
Got
riding around the
cheaters.
cars with them
These
motherfuckers.
niggas got cheaters from
Riding the
American
car with them
money though.
motherfuckers.
American money. But we can't get us though. We can't get no bread. So
You
once you
can't
go to
even.
like Tyree Nasheed, because you know Tyree Nasheed got some shit on Twitter, and mad Africans be up on there trying to diss us getting reparations, but they got reparations.
Yeah, anytime them niggas riding around with a cheetah,
These niggas is riding around on hyenas on the back, but we can't ride around on a hyena. I want to ride around on a
man,
hyena.
you not about to get a bobcat, nigga.
That's a fact. That
You
nigga
ain't
said he
getting a
ain't about to
mountain lion.
rob.
You ain't getting a mountain lion, fam. Get up out of here. They ain't giving. Look, yo, they don't want. Look, man. Nah, they not trying to see. The only way they trying to see us have that prosperity is if we join that seven mountain mandate, dog. Oh, you about to see all these Christian preachers.
You gotta break that down. You gotta break that down more than me, man. One day when you get some time, when you get
Mm-hmm.
some,
No,
man,
it's
I don't
actually.
know. I don't
Oh,
know nothing
I'm gonna
about
tell
the
you.
mandate, and I don't know about the 2025 shit with Trump.
Project 2025 Project
Yeah,
2025 was part of the Seven Mountain Mandate.
I'm gonna read all that shit, bro. I ain't
And the
gonna
reason
read
why I
all
read this shit is because it has it goes back into religion and shit. It goes
That's
back
why
into
I fuck with
religion.
you though. You do it. See, that's why I fuck with you. And if you do it, yo, you know what I'm saying, yo, for your time, you know what I'm saying? I'll definitely this draft the cash app. And
Man, I do this for the
I'll
I
put
do this for the love
I'll
of
definitely put
spreading.
it
I do this for the love of spreading the information. Check this right. While
on. We
turning
still need to
while
we
Turning
still need
Point
to
has look at
time,
the
bro.
target audience. The target audience of Turning Point is not even. You know how Charlie Kirkland was going on colleges and shit, right? That's not even their target audience. While Turning Point has targeted K through 12 schools, boards, and
That's
academy programs.
oh that's what he should have targeted, huh?
That's what they ask. No. That's what they actually are targeting. We think that Charlie Kirk and them are on college campuses. We think Charlie Kirk and them are all on college. No, they not. They trying to get K through 12. They trying to get
That's a fact.
5 years old, 5-year old kids on this shit.
Oh, they looking ahead of time.
Yes,
These
they don't want
motherfuckers.
these college kids. They want the children,
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
right?
That's a
This is
cold.
just right. It said board and academy it also continues to attack higher education in ways beyond the watch list noted. So they created a watch list on them professors.
Yeah, yeah. And then 9 times, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I never looked into that. Them motherfuckers got a watch list for all these motherfuckers.
Right, says right.
All these,
This may
all
sound
these
like a
YouTube
strange.
niggas on the watch list too, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right,
They've been creating watch lists for a watch list is just who you gonna watch the target.
right.
Right, Chase, right? This is this sounds like a strange tactic from an organization that advocates for free speech on campus, but the hypocrisy, notwithstanding the strategy, resembles the organization's strategy for K through 12 schools, framing curriculum and employment in public education based on values as defined by a specific version of Christianity, and professors stand against those values. The reason why they going for K through 12 is because they saying look, we're gonna create a watch list on all these professors, but getting these kids in college is too late. They want to drink and smoke weed and fuck bitches. We gotta get them K through 12. We gotta go younger. Don't that sound like that? Don't that sound like that conversation niggas they have about about consent. You gotta get them young. You gotta get them young. That's like y'all niggas wild. But they get them while they're young. That's the reason why Trump and them trying to push the Trump Bible. Trump got his own Bible. You know that, yo. This nigga Trump got his own Bible. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna show niggas that shit. Trump got his own Bible. But ain't nobody talking about that shit. I ain't seen nobody on YouTube bring up the Trump Bible yet, nigga. When I get one, I'm gonna show it to the people. Like, yeah, this is Trump Bible. You got the Bill of Rights in it. Yeah, that nigga Trump got a whole Bible, dog. Now, how he got a Bible, I don't know how Trump got a Bible. That shit's crazy to me, dog. Who gave this
Uh,
nigga Trump a whole Bible?
hold on, Trump got a Bible?
Yeah.
Hell, yo, that's crazy. That's nasty.
He got a whole
Hey,
King James version with the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence in it.
hold on, man. I gotta look this shit up, bro. Hell nah, man. You capping right now, man.
No, I'm not, yo.
You
It's in
capping.
Oklahoma. Oklahoma
You can
got them
pull that
shits.
shit up. You can pull that up.
Yeah, type in Oklahoma Trump Bibles. Oklahoma put it in all their schools. What's good, Shaka New? What it do, New?
Hey yo, man, I ain't never. Hey yo, Nuke, what up, man? Hit the pedal, man. Yo, Nuke, do Trump got a Bible, man? Trump got a Bible out.
Trump got a
Motherfucker.
Bible out here,
Hey
dog.
yo, man. Hey yo, man. Trump about to change the what I got right. Yo. So prisoners, so can prisoners get Trump new Bible? Because now niggas in prison can't even read the side of that. Niggas can't even
They can't.
read
No, they can't read.
revolutionary.
Nope.
Nah, see, ain't nobody talking. Why we not talking about this shit in these spaces?
The
Because
Trump Bible.
motherfuckers don't want to have a uproar like Soledad. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers had a whole uproar. Go to Texas right now. Nigga, they burning Bibles. Nigga, you can't even read certain shit in libraries.
Oh, book
Nigga,
burning is that? Oh, book
library.
burning.
Do you know how
Book
many
burning coming.
libraries burn old books?
Oh, the book burning is coming back. They're gonna burn. They're gonna burn
Come
all the
on,
books.
man.
They,
Nigga,
they,
I'm
they,
in
they, they
upstate New York. My nigga, they burn old books every day. They be like, yo, take these books, put up some
burn them
new
shit.
books type shit.
Burn them shit.
Come on, man.
Because
And
it what?
I don't even hear. Shouts out to Q Butter though. I think Q Butter gonna break away from certain niggas, man. Shouts out to Q Butter, man. He getting tired. Q Butter getting older now. He got gray hairs. Q Butter about to get tired of these niggas. But he still let his panel rock. Shouts out to Q Butter. Shouts out to where you be at, yo. And you be your pastor. I be seeing you on them Pan African panels, man.
I be going at them Pan Africans, yo, because y'all them niggas is out of line, dog.
Yo,
Like
what's Uncle Boy there? Yo, he always got his shirt off and got his he
talking
got a
about
bear
you're a
chest.
guy, you're a guy, you're a
Yeah,
guy.
that nigga be. And I'm like, how you Pan African nigga? You always got a bottle, nigga. That nigga be having a bottle of Douce. But he
That
mad
nigga be
cool though.
rolling up a blunt.
That dark skin ass nigga.
That nigga be
That
rolling
nigga
up
be
a
having
blunt, man.
that nigga remind me of 2025. Um who was damn. See, yo, it was a funny joke, but I lost emotion. I lost
Man, I
emotion
be
at
having
it.
to go talk shit to them niggas, man. But no, man, let me
What's the other nigga name? Yo, with the mask? The nigga never show his face.
Psychopathia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yo,
that's his channel.
Sanada. Hey, yo, Sanada came at that nigga was like, yo, you never show your face. Because they had a back and forth too. Why you never show your face? Why you never show your face?
I never seen Psychopathia before.
Psychopathians had to get on that nigga Sanada ass like, nigga, I don't need to show my fucking face, nigga.
Psychopathia
I go
could be
over
a
there.
that nigga could be biracial or super albino
Man,
light skin, nigga. We don't
nobody don't
know.
care. Who cares? Niggas
We
don't want to
don't care,
see.
yo. Yeah, I don't care.
Who cares? Bitch, let me on the panel.
Yeah, they niggas be out
Let me
there
talk
talking
my
shit.
shit. Let me talk my shit. I don't give a
And that's
fuck how
another
that nigga
thing though.
felt.
Sonetta and them had, man. You talk about
They
black people.
had this space though. They
Black
had it.
people had
They
it.
made
Black people
they
had it
made
at one
millions.
point, yo.
They made millions off of black people. They made man. Sonetta bought a Mercedes Benz. This all for black people, bro. That gray
I
Mercedes
think
Benz.
black people gave Tariq Nasheed $1 million too.
Man, yeah, yo, that nigga Tyreek Nasheed got a couple of millions though.
We gave
He got a
yo,
couple of millions.
we definitely gave Tariq
He got a
Nasheed a
lot of millions.
million.
So
We definitely
y'all
gave him
gave
$1 million.
Tyreek, y'all gave Polite a lot of millions too.
Yeah, niggas gave polite millions. Huh.
That nigga bought the new damn the new Benz, the one that first came out back in the day, yo, that came up like the butterfly wings and shit.
Oh
When he moved
yeah,
to Hollywood, you remember
yeah,
when Polite moved to Hollywood?
yeah. He had that shit. That Benz,
Man, yo, he
the
became
i eight
fancy.
BMW. But check this.
Yeah, son.
We
That
gave
came off of black people money.
we gave Ant is bet shit is Anton talk about black people. Black
Nah,
people gave Anton a couple of
Anton got rich.
100 grand.
Anton got rich from a Anton got rich because his daddy passed away or some shit.
But yet we still get that nigga
That
at
nigga,
least.
that nigga got caught up in that nigga dad had millions, bro. Detroit come from hustlers though.
But you
That's
know
Detroit
what?
from the
His
Chamberlain
dad did
brothers.
something. His
My nigga, that's the Chamberlain brothers. That's old money. That's the
his dad
Chamberlain
had a
nigga.
trust for
Detroit,
him.
my nigga. That's yeah.
He had a
And
trust
then
for
and
him.
then and then they had
What up, Ski
the,
Mask?
the fucking the build a car shit.
Nah, so black people done gave Anton at least three
Yeah,
hundred thousand.
right
At least three
now,
hundred thousand.
black people made that nigga become a million sub count, my nigga. Cause do you know how Anton got a million subs, bro? Tell me if I'm lying. When he went out that HBU shit, when he was like, yo, the way they dressing, they look like hood niggas and hood boogers and all of that. You know what I mean? That's old shit. That's the
Yeah, but you
play
know
the
what,
right.
yo, HBCUs. I hate when
Them
niggas be
niggas
talking
be
bad about
dusty though. They be
HBCUs.
dusty. Them motherfuckers wear
Yes,
pajamas
all
outside. Every
man. I'm gonna
guy
keep it
say
gangster
you
with you.
motherfuckers wear pajamas outside. He said that, bro.
Most college kids are dusty, dog.
Are dusty. Are dusty
If you go
motherfuckers.
to a public white university, them kids is not wearing no three-piece suit. The class, my
Nah,
nigga, like Anton,
them motherfuckers wearing when you go to a white university, them
they wearing
motherfuckers probably wearing
Birkenstock
two
slides
niggas.
and shit.
Yeah, slides. You know what I mean? Looking like Dipset with the chain off your jeans and shit.
Yeah,
They
man, these
dressing
white.
urban. White kids is dressing in urban attire.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
These white
right now, go on TikTok, yo. What the fuck you see on TikTok? You got white women who would take a trailer park trash ass fucking white dude and then put him up and make him look like Paul Wall. You know what I mean? Like cut him up. Yo, but it's a term on TikTok. It's called black girl. It's a term. Anton said it. Anton did. And the only nigga
the
who I
black
think
wife effect, the black
black
wife.
yeah, some shit like that with black women get a white dude and make him urban, clean him up. It's a it's a whole term, bro. Put it in the
No
chat.
man,
Put it in
but
the
yo,
chat. Put
when
it in the
Anton,
hold on, yo. Let me get my new slogan. Let me get my slogan. Since old boy got his slogan with motherfucking 50 Cent and all that shit. China Brim from the dirty sector. My shit is put it in the chat. My shit. What?
niggas
Hey yo,
like,
why somebody jack my shit? Hey yo, and then who said grab the chopper? Nigga, that's Kane the God, my nigga. Y'all don't want to give us
what
none
Kane at, man?
credit.
That nigga's Kane still
All
alive,
them
my
niggas
nigga.
use y'all shit. All them niggas jack out shit in these spaces.
Yeah, get
Now
to the
my shit.
chopper.
Put it in the chat. Once they jack my shit, put it in the chat, nigga. Put it in the chat. Nigga
Nah, though.
carries, nigga.
Anton
Hey yo,
don't know shit about
no,
that
hey
shit
yo,
though. He
no,
don't
what
know
up,
shit
no?
about that.
Put it in the chat, new. Put it in the chat, new.
Yeah,
Niggas
Anton don't
jackass
know nothing
people.
about that shit. When he say that
They
white,
jack
when if
all
he
that. All
when he say that
Anton
white
did was
kids,
all Anton did was get an E camera because we
that's
didn't
it.
have no. He got an E camera. The E camera look nice. Ham shake look nice. Anton shake look nice. Cause all we did in these spaces was we behind the avatar. We don't want to
Hmm.
show our face, nigga. Nigga, I'm like Ghostface, nigga. I don't want you niggas to see my face.
But no, no,
I'm
no,
like
they going too
Ghostface.
far on this shit because because the people that show their face on YouTube is trying to make YouTube a career.
Ain't nothing.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just not trying to make
I
YouTube a
just
career.
wish, I just wish, I just wish me and DS1 was on one accord. When me and him was going back and forth with our shit, I just wish he would have told me that he wanted to clout chase me. Then me and him could have, me and this nigga could have got paid at that moment, man. My ass could have got rich. I want to be rich, nigga. I
You know,
want to look. I
DS1,
want
he
to drive
showed.
in nice cars and live in condos and wear Rolex watches. And at that
Yo,
particular time,
this
my nigga,
space,
it
this
was
space should
real,
have, this
bro.
space should
That
have get
nigga
this.
disrespect.
Nah, this space should have gave DS1 a little bit more money than they did, dog.
He
They,
got a couple of coins though. He got a
nah,
couple of
I
coins.
believe I believe, no, no, I believe he did, but like, yo, they got
Ah, cause
they
he ain't go with the program. He ain't go
see
with the
there,
program.
that's that 7 mountain mandate shit. Why come he can't? He got
Yeah,
to,
he should have went with the program. We all
ah,
should have shit. I should have went with the program at one particular time. I could have got a couple of coins. I made a
man.
couple. I ain't getting it,
Then you got
man.
to end
Listen,
up being like Anton, this line about shit. Anton
man,
don't know what white. Anton don't got a clue what college
I
kids
want to
dress
change
like.
my whole wardrobe and wear a bow
Bro,
tie, nigga. You gotta
if
wear a bow tie.
it's what I'm saying. They selling a
What's
lot.
that?
If you go on a
What?
college campus, you not gonna see hardly any of them kids in no damn blazer or no button up shirt, dog. You not gonna see that shit.
That's a fact.
These niggas walking damn near a mile. These niggas walking back and forth from class to dorms to their car. These niggas
Yeah,
damn near
that's
walking
why.
about a mile.
I give you. You got it, bro. You got it.
And then, but
But
Anton gonna sit here and
but
tell you
his
that all these
audience,
kids,
his audience, they love Anton. His audience, man.
so they believe
Anton.
whatever he say.
And then he
But
said, what the fuck he said, yo? And then everybody started making videos when he dissed the HBCUs. That's why he.
that's
That's
what I'm
why.
saying.
That's why the algorithm was catering to him because when he dissed the HBCU.
Because look, the thing about it is, like his HBCUs, when we have like, so now HBCUs is telling people don't talk to those 7 mountain people, don't talk to those TPUSA people when they come to your when they come on our campus and stuff. Because man, when black people at the HBCUs, when we have an event, it's a mixture between a church service and a family reunion. Like niggas
Oh
is
yeah,
not like when black people have a homecoming or some shit like that, niggas is not out that motherfucker trying to debate politics. It's just not. Yo, it's not this, the environment ain't even like that.
word.
They do Dicky Anton, yo. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like
But
you
they
go to a,
compared it. But they compared it to like you remember you remember when the four students couldn't go with I think they had the national security guards and they had to walk through the white schools and shit
yeah,
to get. But how you gonna compare? Like I don't see the court. I don't see it, bro.
me
I
neither.
ain't about to
Because
say no name.
those
I
white
don't see
schools
the
are
correlation.
me
But
neither.
my thing is, this dude had a whole MAGA hat on, took his ass out there to an HBU and want to show his ass for his fucking channel. At the end of the day, people was doing this to be cloud chasing and get their
Exactly.
channel popping. Back then,
Exactly.
back in the day, they was doing that shit on some political, some righteous shit. What he was doing wasn't righteous.
Nope.
When that
Nope.
black little girl was going through that high school, she was a little girl, and seniors and juniors was throwing bottles and saying negative words to her. She was a little kid. This dude was damn near adult and is trying to get clout off of HBUs. So I don't see the correlation.
They
How you
not the
gonna compare?
same.
How you gonna compare four people? But they tried it though, and I don't want to say names. I don't want to throw no
They
darts.
did
I'm
try.
just a
Look, they
little.
they
I'm
did.
just a little spark. I'm just a little spark in the big ass pond in the
Man,
in the
they
in the,
didn't
in
get
the
no
Shark Tank.
permit. They didn't get no permit. Look, trust me. When they go to these
Hell nah, that
when
nigga
they go
ain't
to these
getting no
white
goddamn
universities,
permit.
when they go to these
Hell
white
nah, that white
universities,
nigger.
they
That
they, they,
white
they they
nigger.
have to
I
they
said
have
it.
to check
That
they
white.
have to check so many they have to check so many ballots. They have to check so many
My
things to go to these white
goddamn
schools.
bro.
Man, they got to check with the dean. They
But
got
they
to get a
look at us
permit.
with a magnifying
All
glass.
kinds of shit. Then
They
they just
look
want to
at us
show
with
up
a
on ours. They want to show up on the HBCU unannounced. Just and then we the bad guys because they just showed up unannounced. Right, man. If you go to, you will not go. You will, when Steven Crowder, it's another one that I don't want. Another one of the motherfuckers that I don't know why black people be engaging with is Steven Crowder. Like like yo, I wish a white dude. You see when he gonna come up in the barbershop and sit with a brother. How many white boys you seen sit up in a barbershop with brothers talking crazy like that? Like, nah, man, y'all like you. If you ain't fat, if you ain't like grow up like that, man, you ain't.
right. Now
I
you
don't
about to
even
get your
see white guys in the black barbershop, dog. I don't even see them
you
in
about to
there.
get your whole you about to get your whole yo, you about to get your whole yo, cause you know, okay, boom, okay. I was about to say some wild shit, right? But I ain't gonna say it. I never was in a barbershop where I seen white folks in black topics. Cause we're gonna talk about our girl, we're gonna talk about like fashion, we're gonna talk about you know what I mean? Like, yo, fam, I just came out of jail. Yo, I need to get fresh real quick. I need to go. Like, you ain't really seen white folks. White folks was going to their own establishment.
That's
Whatever
what
they
I'm
get their hair
saying.
cut from. Like, I never, like, you right, yo. See, now I'm thinking, I
I seen
never
a
seen
Puerto
a white.
Rican in there. I seen a Puerto Rican
Yeah, you
motherfucker in
too?
there.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
see niggas
more.
like that.
You may see one or two. You may see one or two white people come to a hub when you because I got white friends, like 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 leaders of my block. One out of a million, and he used to come to the. Even his ass ain't even really come to the hub barber shop.
That's what
So
I'm
you know,
saying.
I never seen a white
So
person come in.
what
So
barbershop
what
bought
these
Steven
niggas talking
Crowder
about
in?
online though? This
Bro,
online shit got
I
me
don't even
fucked
think that
up.
was a real barbershop, yo. I think that was like a Hollywood set and some random niggas that they paid.
Some prop
That
shit.
one, you know what I'm saying? Look, they made them. That was the same set they shot barbershop on, like Ice Cube shit. It was the same set, dog.
Yeah,
Remember
with the
when they,
with the white dude. Yeah, he was the only white dude cutting hair and
that
shit.
only white dude cutting hair? You know what I'm saying?
I've
Fuck Martin
never
Luther
seen.
King. You
I've
remember the nigga
never
said,
had
"Fuck
my
Martin
hair
Luther
cut.
King. He ain't shit."
Oh yeah,
Hey, yeah, he
and
said, "Yeah, getting the bow cut."
he had to find black. And he had
White guys be at
hold
super
on, and he
cuts.
had to find black bitch.
Well, you know what, yo? But she left that nigga. Yo, but check this right. White guy, I do think that they be at super cuts talking
But
about black people, yo.
Supercuts wasn't out. Yo, what's a year on when Supercuts start getting built? What's the
Man,
year
when
on
white
that?
people need to get their hair cut and white people, yo, what a good
I
white
was getting
yo,
my baby
what a good
arms. That
white
was back
barbers
in the
at. What a,
the
see
supercars
what
got
see
built back in the 2000s. I don't
man,
even
I
know the
remember
supercars.
when yo white people lost their weight, though. I remember when the white people used to like they used to sharpen everything. The brothers they used to sharpen they sharpen their blade on the leather strap, and
Oh
yo,
yeah,
white used to
that
have
was
real.
that
They
was
used
the
to have
Puerto
real
Rican.
white barbers back in the days, but I feel like the white barbers is just
Nah, that
they
was
fell off.
the Puerto Ricans used to sharpen they shit like that. Cause I used to go to the Puerto Ricans. The Puerto Ricans used to edge you up even better, even to the but they charge more though. They
Yeah, they
charge the
came
Puerto
up,
Rican
yo.
charge because they use the blade. They use like what you say that. I never had that white shit though. As they charge they blade up, whatever that shit called. That's
No,
some
I don't
old
want
school
that white
shit.
shit on my forehead either. Hold on. 1975, Supercut was established. Nigga, Supercuts was established the same time as the Seven Mountain Mandate. Niggas 1975. Nigga, what were y'all doing in 1975?
Hold on, Supercuts was established in 1975.
1975.
That's
And that's
crazy,
when
yo.
white
I
people
didn't
haircuts started.
even know
Yo, and
about.
I think
That's
that's when
when
white people
they
haircuts.
was going to Supercuts.
That's when they
Or
haircuts started getting bad, yo. Cause you look at like the roaring 30, the roaring 20s and the 30s. Even in the Great Depression, niggas had better haircuts than they did from Supercut, nigga. Supercut, the Great Depression had better haircuts than Supercuts, yo.
that's a yeah.
Cause that's when they had
Especially
that
when
tone.
you watch, especially when you watch movies like Peaky Blinders, they had better haircuts and better suits.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you watch Peaky Blinders? Shit, even watching Son of Anarchy.
Them motherfuckers got horrible haircuts or something. Anarchy.
Son,
Them,
the nigga's son was wearing Air Force Ones through the whole shit, nigga, the white one. How you wear dirty ass Air Force Ones? You niggas wasn't wearing no Air Force Ones ups, nigga. He was wearing Air Force Ones ups. Go back and go rewatch the fucking Sin of Anarchy. That nigga had Air Force Ones on his feet, bro. The leader, nigga, the son, nigga, putting
that's what
all
I'm
the work.
saying. And
Did
them
he or
niggas
not
ain't
have
had no
the
haircuts.
Air Force Ones? No, he should have had the black on his feet, nigga. The black ones, nigga. At least the black or the browns, nigga. What you talking about, nigga?
He had Hell's Angel with some
And I
white
got
ones
all,
on.
and I got all, nigga. I bought the nigga. I got a shirt right now, nigga, with an anarchy, nigga. I got a fucking shirt, nigga, long sleeve, nigga, that says and the fucking son of anarchy on it, nigga. I watched the whole seasons, nigga. And I don't even want to talk to you about a bitch at my job right now, nigga. And she in law enforcement, nigga. Love my style because I could bring up all that shit. And she teaching me about the migrant one. And I ain't even watched that yet.
The migrant one.
Yeah, cause you know how Sena Anki nigga they was going against the
The Mexicans.
yeah, yo, but they got a name for it, nigga. Is the hold on, it's the Sanafki and the Mayans, the fucking Mayans got a whole nother episode. This shit like what 2-3 years ago though, mad years ago.
Johnny Depp.
The Mayans, you remember the
Cry
Mayans was
baby.
going against the the Mayans, nigga. They got their own episode.
Oh yeah, they did. They probably did
Come
spin off
on,
on that.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't wanna tell niggas who I'm talking to or that's some dope. That's some other shit though, yo.
Hey, Ski
Shorty.
Mask, have you seen your ask Ski Mask about the Trump
Man,
Bible?
tell that nigga, any one of you niggas hit the pedal.
Yeah,
Tell me I'm
nigga Ski.
lying.
They ain't. But now I'm trying to tell you that Trump Bible real, man. You got to look up the Trump Bible. That nigga done
I
put out
got
a whole Bible. Like,
yeah,
look,
I know
Santa Sons of Anarchy had
he about to
crack,
rewrite.
angel.
He about to rewrite. He
Nah,
already wrote. He already rewrite. He trying to take slavery out like mass shit. He already put out the what happened to Martin Luther King shit.
no, he didn't.
What
He should
happened?
have
What
put that shit
happened with
out.
you know what he did
JFK.
with he did some shit with what's that shit that we used to watch back in the day? He did some shit with that too.
He released the JFK files, but that shit was weak.
Yeah, the JFK fight. No, the bombers. What's the shit I used to watch with Lauren Fishburne? The bombers and shit.
Red Tails.
Yeah,
Hold on,
he
yeah.
done. He said ain't no more black um motherfuckers who fly the plane and shit. He done took that out. Didn't he do that?
Mm,
He said black
They
folks.
forced him to put it back.
My nigga said some shit about black folks ain't fly planes or some shit he about to do. He didn't
Well,
erase
then
that.
Charlie Kirk said he want no black pilots.
How and what the fuck you just say though? What the fuck you just say with the red
Oh,
with the red?
nah, ski mask don't know nothing about the Trump Bible, nigga. You better,
Oh my
yo.
lord!
I'm gonna have to do a
I'm
whole,
learning. I'm
yo,
learning some shit right now. I ain't know Trump had a black. I ain't know Trump had a Bible out.
dog.
The
I'm gonna
fuck
have to
going
go get
on?
me. I'm gonna have to go get the Trump Bible and go live
This dude
and show
right
y'all
here
the
always.
Trump Bible,
Yes,
nigga.
go get it, cause you always amaze me, bro. Bro, you smarter than most motherfuckers. Yo. That's why I fuck with
Dog,
you, bro.
I just be looking up crazy shit, dog. And then Trump got a Bible, dog. That shit, hell yeah.
Yo, I
Trump Bible
never knew that.
expensive too.
Man, the Bible is supposed to be free, man.
The Bible, the most sold,
No,
most
no,
read
no,
book.
no. But hold on though. But the Bible got an editor though. So how can it be free? Look up the editor. The editor got paid from the Bible. Look up
Mm-hmm.
the first look up the first Bible and look up the editor of the Bible. He got paid.
Yeah.
How the
That's the reason
fuck
why
a Bible? How the fuck a Bible is supposed to have a the Bible got an editor, but it's supposed to be free though.
well
But it
Walt
got an
Disney
editor,
trying
so
to get the
somebody got paid.
that's just why Walt Disney was trying to get rights to the Bible so they could
Oh, I never knew that.
put it out or print it and put it
I
out.
never knew that. I never knew that.
Yeah, Walt
Never
Disney
knew.
made a put. You know, remember because Walt Disney had Prince of Egypt. They always been making like biblical, like kind of like
Yeah.
cartoon movies. But Walt Disney pushed to get the rights to the Bible to be able to print more, to be able to make and print or be able to print more
Oh,
Bible stories
Google.
and make more Bible
That's a
stories.
fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. And Google
Mhm.
was trying to get all the writings from the libraries.
Thank you, brother Ski Mask.
Google, Google was trying to get all the writings around the world to all the libraries, to all the literature and everything. The only place who said no was China.
Man, when they burn all these damn books, we have to read everything on the internet, we about to be fucked up, nigga.
First time I learned that, yo, was through Texas. It was through
But
Texas.
Texas a book burning ass state too. Shit.
Texas don't want that shit in schools. Don't want to talk about slavery. Don't want no. Don't want no. Don't want no. Don't want no
CRT.
books talking about Senate and revolutionary books. Don't want none of
Nope.
that shit in Texas.
Nope. Matter of fact, in North Dallas, matter of fact, where Carmelo Anthony, where he was going to school at,
Texas got the worst thing.
they don't teach Black history up there. They refuse to teach that. They, the matter of fact, they don't even celebrate Black history in North Dallas.
But it's in your mind. That's why Texas prisoners teach the young folks about history because you can't read it. That's why it's installed in your brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why Texas dudes they love their OGs. So since because they the walking historians. You know what I'm saying? Since you burning all the goddamn books, certain shit you can't look on Google. Who you gonna listen to? You better listen to an OG,
But so
to an
they
elder.
wipe they washing the internet and burning the books because the internet ain't
That's
got the
a fact.
same.
You
The
can't
internet
even
does
look
not
up
have the
certain
same
shit on the
content.
internet. You can't even look up certain. bro.
Yeah,
Go look up.
yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm about to break this down to you. Okay, you can't even look up the real tent city. I'm talking about tent city way before the Black Panthers. Black Panther shit started in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? The fucking shit called Tent City with Mike Lee Skull Michael and Henry P. Newton. The shit called Tent City. Google that.
Yeah,
Way
I'm gonna have to
before
look that up.
they live in tents. You know what I'm saying? And the white folk was coming there with dogs and all of that shit. The shit called Tent
Niggas
City.
was living, niggas was living
They
in
had an
tents.
organization way before the Black Panther even started. It migrated to LA. This like how Mississippi people graduated to Chicago. Because most people come from Mississippi and went to fucking Chicago.
Man. But man, I gotta get off here and get myself in this bed and get some sleep, dog. So I'm gonna holler at you, bro. Y'all stay up.